Horde. Today, we are going to a fantasy city called Travorno. I'm probably saying that wrong. I don't really care. I made up the name, so how I say it is right. Before we do that, though, we have a few things we have to do. The first one is every week we give away an in-game item. Basically, anyone in the chat can enter to win it, but only a Gallant Horde member can receive it. So if you're not a Gallant Horde member, you can gift it to one. Or if you are a Gallant Horde member, this item will just mysteriously appear in your hut. Today's item is the Gauntlets of Ogre Power. So if you need some strength buffing, this is your thing. That's the first thing. The second thing is that it's December, which pleases me greatly because December's my favorite month because it has all my favorite things in it. I live in the Southern Hemisphere, so it's summer here, which is my favorite season. December's my birthday month, and it's Christmas. And most of the really terrible hard work things that I have to do are done mostly by December. So I get to chillax. So it's great. Another thing about December is that we reset all our subscriber goals at the beginning of each month, which means that you are in the running to get another Birds of a Feather game. We have our Barbarian game tomorrow, so join us for that, same time as now, but tomorrow, 24 hours from now. 6 Barbarians in one party, trying to achieve a thing. They don't know what that thing is yet. It's going to be great. If you would like to see another Birds of a Feather game, hit the subscribe button. We need to get this sword underneath my face to 50
It's a Rubik's
to
Cube.
get what? A Rubik's Cube?
I hope it's a
What?
Rubik's Cube that the barbarians have to figure out.
That's a really good idea.
Barbarians and a single brain cell
And a
between them.
Rubik's Cube.
You'll see what happens.
Yeah.
They've picked a leader.
They rip it apart and just put it back together with everything in the right place.
That is how barbarians deal with the Rubik's Cube. Anyway, we will do that tomorrow. That's tomorrow's thing. Yeah, so the way this works is that when we hit the 50, we go to our Toasted Ogre channel in our Discord, which is where our subscribers hang out. It's our virtual subscriber pub place, and they vote for what the next Birds of a Feather group is going to be made up of. They have to all be the same class, but apart from that, all other things are wide open. So we have one in the bag from November, but we're busy doing the December one. I think that's all for today, unless anyone else has anything they would like to tell us about. Anyone have anything cool going on?
I do.
Yes, tell us about your cool thing.
I would just like to say happy birthday to Chrissy, if she's watching.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
It's Mama Naya's birthday today.
Mama Naya.
Happy birthday, Mama Naya.
Big old shout out.
Good call. Awesome.
I was gonna drink some whiskey on stream, but it's 10 in the morning, so.
Also, we try to avoid the whole alcohol on stream thing. Alrighty. On that note, shall we go on a holiday to the canals? JeanLuc is convinced we're going on holiday today. It's going to be great.
That is a question. No problem.
So, does anyone want to do anything before you enter the throne room today?
Before we get to the throne room, JeanLuc will be there for all of you, waiting for you outside of the door. You will see him in this rainbow kaftan, that's just head to toe in this giant rainbow. The largest, most obnoxious, soft, floppy hat you have ever seen. Sunglasses, a scarf, and he'll just be waiting for you all. Very excited about going on this lovely day trip with everyone.
Blunt.
JeanLuc, I thought we talked about that. Remember you said I couldn't wear my white sandals?
Yeah, Sterling, because they were hideous.
We'll agree to disagree.
No, so the outfit was lovely. It was perfect. You would have had all the ladies that have... Although Naya might not appreciate that.
Probably not.
Are you at least wearing your armor under the hat?
But I found my armor. You're ridiculous. Why do you need armor on a day trip?
I was very confused. She has not seen this yet.
Brew, he's convinced this is a holiday, which, I mean, if it is, great. I don't think she's sending us on a holiday.
Why would we be going on a holiday?
Posting said clear the canals. I assume we'll be clearing something out of it.
I mean, we can
I'll be clearing many things in these canals, don't worry.
Way, your potion of resistance today is resistance to force, which I'm sure you won't need because you're going to be on holiday. But
It's not.
just so you know, if you get a potion of resistance, that is the kind of resistance.
Vini will show up a few moments later than everyone else, dressed in this really nice suit, one you haven't seen before. It's got a different kind of pattern on it. Some of you may have noticed it. He's worn it once or twice before. It was a gift from Colness. It's got a really Victorian tie. It's fluffy in the front, and it's red. It's still dark red. It's still very much his style, but he's dressed up very nice. He's got his crossbow at his side, and he's ready to go. And he just gives JeanLuc just a look and a nod and says, "All right, so are we ready?"
Oh, of course, let us go in and see the lady. And JeanLuc will just traipse himself in.
Ardbeg will have passed out the gifts that are in the channel. I'll just describe it. It's a little leather patch that has a slogan on it, and the slogan is also written in chalk across the chest of his breastplate, and it says "No sleep till Travorno."
Yeah, I knew you would be on
Love
board
it.
with the vacation. Oh, it's so lovely.
It's a holiday, right? It's a holiday.
We indeed. Oh.
I look
He's
forward to
wearing
killing you all.
his standard breastplate with light clothing underneath.
Artor's just got his new plate mail with his new hammer and sword on each hip. He's
All right.
I'm,
So you
I'm
all
fully. Sorry.
no go.
I'm fully
Feel free.
decked out in combat gear. The slogan's about as holiday as I get.
Brew, would you like to describe your outfit since that's the thing we're doing today?
I mean, I've got my magenta armor on. Was not aware that we should be in vacation clothing. Feels much better knowing Ardbeg is actually in his combat gear, not
That was
a rainbow
Haydn.
caftan. And Haydn, of course.
Cool. Alrighty. So you all enter the throne room. The lady is wearing a lovely summer dress. It is white with images of well, if you would like to figure out what the images are, you can roll a perception check. They're quite small.
Oh my
It's like a print. It's pretty.
I was
It's
so
very
worried about
pretty.
the vacation look. I didn't even get my dice out.
24.
John
I
Luke
see all the patterns.
20. What did you say? 24.
Yep.
Throw one.
13.
Alright. If you roll over 15 and up,
Oh,
we'll say.
By one.
You can tell that the images on her dress appear to be underwater monsters of various kinds. Merfolk, Meros, squid, things like that. So it looks really pretty, but it's also slightly unsettling. And she says, I kind of want that dress, I'm not gonna lie. She says, adventurers, welcome. I see some of you are prepared for an adventure, and some of you are prepared for a vacation. That's fine. I'm sure that'll be great. Do you have any questions before I send you on your way to Travorno?
Vini will raise his hand.
Yes.
Yes, my lady. I do have one question. Do we know exactly, I know there's something in the canals, but do we have any kind of, narrowed down idea of what's in the canals, or, anything we should be cautious of?
Here's what I
Cultural
know.
norms?
Oh, goodness. You want a whole, primer on Travorno?
Well, I wasn't sure. My Nona, she went to a place similar to this, and I wasn't sure if it was like that place or if it was totally different.
Well, usually it's a bit of a tourist trap, to be honest with you. it's a place that people like to visit. It's very beautiful. The people are very beautiful. The food is astonishingly good. There's amazing arts and theaters, and I'm very fond of it personally. However, recently it's become a little more dangerous. The whole city has this network of canals, and something has been snatching people from the edges of the canals or from the boats on the canals and dragging them under the water, and they are never seen from again. I don't know what it is. The people are very afraid of it, obviously, and needless to say, it's not doing the economy of the city any good, because people don't go visit somewhere where they're going to be snatched and dragged beneath the waves, generally speaking. So that's what I know. I just feel like it would be helpful to remove whatever this is, one way or another, and allow this beautiful city to return to its normal state. Yes, Ardbeg.
My lady, do you have a map of Travorno
I do
that's
not.
going to help guide us? Okay, follow-up question. Do you have a rendezvous that, obviously, you've got reports from someone that this has been happening? So is there someone we should meet with as we arrive to speak to about it?
It's going to just sort of drop you in the city and let you do your thing, to be honest. Do you require help?
No, I was just looking for someone to, maybe if there's someone on the ground to help us out, guide us.
I mean,
But,
I have a number of people in the place, but I'm not sure how useful they would be in this case.
I'm comfortable enough if the answer is no, to be fair, but...
To be honest, if I had the sort of people in the city who could deal with this problem, I wouldn't need to send you, would I?
No, that's not what I was asking, but... Never mind, let's just go.
It seems I have misread the assignment. Just give me one moment. And they will do like 3 big Wonder Woman spins and drop the disguise self spell that they had up, and they are actually wearing their full armor, ready to go.
Thank God.
The lady looks extremely unsurprised by this.
JeanLuc, you are a treasure.
I'm so glad
He
someone
is,
finally realized
isn't
that.
he?
Thank you. I am. It's true.
Ardbeg, to answer your question, there is a cafe on the edges of the canals that is that is run by a lovely half-elven woman. Give me one moment. Her name is Cider. Not like the drink. She hates that joke, do not make it. It's not spelt that way, and she doesn't appreciate it. I could see it happening in your brain. It is S-A-I-D-A.
No.
Cider. She
Thank you,
may be helpful, I don't know.
Thank you very much, my lady. That's grand. So, no
You were
further
right there, Brew.
questions.
Yes, sorry. I was just concerned about Ardbeg upsetting someone who could be helpful, but he won't.
Yeah.
He'll be great.
So just
Always
one
a
question.
delight. Always a delight.
Do you have any clue as to what this may be that's snatching people?
It appears to have tentacles.
Well, that's something.
Some of the eyewitnesses have suggested that tentacles come out of the water, wrap around the person, and pull them in.
Well, that sounds lovely. Just delightful. So,
I mean, lots of very lovely creatures have tentacles. It may be misunderstood.
that could be it. And perhaps that is it. And they're just all having a party down there. It'll be great.
Ha! So apparently Adam's doing my first roll. Just FYI, you can all thank Mike for that. Just saying.
What does that mean?
Have concerns.
It literally means that when the next roll that I would usually do, Adam rolls it. It's funny because I tend to roll like shit, and Adam has ridiculously good dice luck.
Mike, I'd like to have
Sorry.
some words with you later.
Why is this happening?
It was a byproduct of last week.
Listen, there's no ghosts. We're good.
No! Could be a ghost tentacle!
Oh God, don't do that.
It could be a ghost tentacle. Anyway, are you ready to go? I'm a little concerned about your focus. Are you all focused on this mission?
I am
Yes,
completely-
Yes, you can destroy.
Yeah.
I have been this whole time. I don't know if all of you are confused on this. It's weird.
All right. Well, are you ready to go?
Ready enough.
Oui, oui.
Yeah, let's go.
Excellent. I shall try to drop you somewhere discreet. And she claps her hands, and you all feel that teleportation tug, and you find yourselves in Travorno. Oh my god, you've all scattered yourselves across the map. Come back so that I can copy and paste you. Alright. You find yourselves. It kind of plonks you down. Is that gonna work? In a street closest to the center of town. It is warm and sunny and beautiful, and you're up at the top if you can't find yourselves. There are people wandering around. There's like some green space in the city. It seems like a nice place.
Ah.
Shall we look for the
Okay.
cafe?
I had hoped for.
Okay. Maybe this is like a little vacation?
Well, it's definitely not
Really
the Dale,
nice.
that's for sure.
It is definitely not the Feywild.
Thank. Oh.
Not the Dale either. That's nice. That's nice.
Well,
Not
shall
the
we begin?
Barrows.
Do you guys think we have time to like visit a little cafe? I didn't eat as much breakfast as I thought.
You know,
Darling, we are here on a mission. What could you be thinking about cafes for?
we can use the
Shall we?
cafe to gain intel. How's that?
Well, that sounds great. I just want like a scone or
What?
something, just a little.
If we're finding the cider woman, we could you could grab something to eat while we're there, I guess.
Oh yeah, okay. Okay, where is?
Okay. Can I roll investigation to find the cafe?
Yeah. And first, just in case it lets me do it, I will, for an action, I will use detect portal. Are there any portals within a mile? Okay. Worth a shot.
Thought. Good, definitely a good thought, but no. In this case, there are no portals.
Alright.
I got a
Artor would
13 for
inspire himself with the
investigation.
fire room.
Sorry, Ardbeg, what did you get?
13 for investigation.
13. This, if you look kind of to the south of where you are, you can see a large canal. And the street on the opposite side of the canal seems to have loads of cafes and little souvenir shops and all that kind of things you would expect in a touristy thing. Artor, what did you want to do?
Artor would inscribe himself with the fire rune. I forgot to.
Okay, cool.
So that's
Does a 21 investigation help me pinpoint the exact cafe we want?
Well, you never asked her for a name.
We didn't.
So all you know is you're looking for a cafe and that the person in charge of it is a half-elf and a female, and her name is Saida.
Mhm.
That's not
But not
something
like
you can tell by standing in the street and looking around.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
guys.
No matter how good your
Got it.
investigation is, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
We forgot some very
Shit.
important information. But let's go
Why don't
that
we
way.
just ask the locals?
I was gonna say, can Vinny walk up to this person? Oops, I'm trying to move. Can Vinny walk up to this person right here
I'm doing.
and ask them? Oh, okay. Vinny, and
Okay.
ask them. I heard about. Excuse me. I heard
What?
about this nice
Yeah,
little
what?
cafe.
Whoa, you're like a bat.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just.
Can you
Yeah,
fly?
it's cool.
He's got a
I
pig under
can.
his arm, by the way.
A nice pig. Can you point me in the
Thanks.
direction of a nice little cafe? A nice half elven, sorry, woman named Saida runs it. I heard it's got really great scones.
Huh. I'm not really a cafe kind of person, but most of them are over the water. But I suggest that you go like down this road 2 miles, and then turn to the left, and then go up some stairs, and then turn to the left again, and then there's a really high bridge, and you cross over the high bridge, and then you come back down 2 miles to the cafes.
Cool. Thank you. Very helpful. Have a good day.
Thanks.
Enjoy your pig. And then
I'm
he will
gonna
not fly.
take it
He will walk.
home and eat it.
The pig
But
have a
thanks.
Oh, so it doesn't have a name.
Nah, its name is Dinner.
Oh, okay.
Meanwhile, JeanLuc could have asked this one right here.
So this is a human boy. He's like 15. He looks really young, and he goes, "Oh hi, hi, hi. I mean hi, hi."
Darling, step 1, don't try to be someone you're not. It's not becoming on you. Step number 2.
I don't know what you're. Yes, go ahead.
Step number 2. I'm looking for a leather cafe to take my charming party, run by a half-elven woman named Saida. Do you know her? Do you know the cafe?
Oh yeah, she makes great scones.
Right? That's what I've heard. Which one is it? I've heard it's nearby.
It's just across the river.
Just across the river?
But don't
we
go
can
across the river. Go up 2 miles, and then you go left, and then you go a little bit further, and then there's a really big high bridge you can cross over, and then you come 2 miles back.
Everyone keeps saying that, but what is the name of the cafe?
The name of it's just across there. It's called Cider's Place.
Thank you so much, darling. And I will like ruffle his hair very condescendingly, and like just walk away.
He like.
Alright, darling, so a couple of things that I have learned. It is called Cider's Place, and it's right across the bridge. However, no one wants us to cross this bridge here, which makes me think this is a place where people die.
But we're here to stop people from dying, so maybe
that would
we
make it a
should
lot easier for us to
cross.
find this tentacle creature if we get snatched up by it, you know?
I feel like we should just go that way, right?
The two that are standing on the corner by the bridge, are they armored in any way, or?
They look like city guards. They have a very obvious "we are city guards" look about them.
Okay.
And as you approach, they go, "Hi, what? You're visitors, yeah?"
Yeah.
You could
Hi,
call us
darling.
that, sure. We've been,
Sorry, you go, Mike.
we've
Who's
we're
Mike?
here to help.
Help.
Sure. Help.
Yeah, the help with your aquatic issues.
There are no aquatic issues in Travorno.
Oh, insight.
Go for
I
it.
don't think you need to roll insight
Yeah.
for that.
Roll
Probably
1,
not.
you still
That
figure
There
it
is
out.
literally
no
wasn't
war
enough.
in Basing Say.
Maybe we're not explaining ourselves properly. We've been sent here to look into the disappearing of people. You didn't need to worry about. We're not tourists. Well, he might be. Points to JeanLuc. We're not tourists. We're here to try and help. We've been sent by the lady.
Not
He-
disappearing in Travorno. What are you doing? Are you trying to start a panic?
No, not at all. We're just here to do a job, sir.
Here, how about this? Who can we talk to in private that may not cause a ruckus? How's that?
Can we just cross this bridge?
Vinny, I was gonna say, Vinny's gonna try, as you're doing this, Vinny's going to try and just start walking across the bridge and see if they stop him.
This other guy comes up and he goes, excuse me, sir, this bridge is currently closed to civilian use. It is structurally unsound and needs to be dealt with by the city infrastructure committee, but they're still working on it.
Okay.
Can you take the long way, please?
Vinny will then just take off flying and kind of try and fly a little higher and see if he can like look down into the like canals at all and see if he sees anything.
Make a perception check.
Where's my d20? Ooh, that's pretty good. 18.
There's nothing moving in the water right now. You do see a couple of like little sort of pleasure boats, like gondolas and little kind of rowboat things that have obviously at some point been used for like happy tourist shenanigans on the river, but they're all empty and tied up. There's no one actually engaged in any kind of fun water activities on this canal right now. But it's very still and quiet apart from the movement of the water.
With a step in for investigation, can I see any signage that says Siren's Place? Cider's Place, sorry.
Did you say a 7?
Yeah, 7. It was a shit roll.
No.
Okay.
Does he have any response for Artor?
Oh, sorry, what did you say? There's a lot going on.
Yeah. So, Artor finally catching on. How about this? Is there someone we could speak
yes.
to?
Yeah. You probably need to talk to Saladino. He's like the... I mean, he's not the mayor, but he kind of runs the place, if you see what I mean.
Right.
Where would
Where
we
can
find him? Jinx, pal, Jinx.
He looks at his wrist sundial, and he goes, at this time of day, he's probably crossed the river in the cafe, to be honest. Okay, look, it's a long way around. You can probably get across the bridge if you stay in the middle of it and move really quickly and quietly. It'll probably be okay, but I'm not going to be held responsible if you get dragged into the water by some kind of definitely not a tentacled monster, okay?
That was so subtle. Well done.
Okay, thanks, bye.
Okay.
Brew just goes.
Yep.
So you're walking across the bridge?
And before we go across, JeanLuc just ask, are we gonna walk in the middle, or are we just gonna try and anchor this thing and
Well,
have
it's
it come
middle of
to
the
us?
day. Let's be polite and let's walk in the middle.
Alright.
Alright. If you are walking across the bridge and you are trying to do it in a quiet fashion, I need you to do a stealth check, please.
I'm activating my ring of invisibility.
Okay. That gives you... Well, it's footsteps, though.
Okay.
Because it's based on the noise made across the bridge that is going to...
Well,
Check
that's
out
not
the thing.
helpful to me.
So being invisible doesn't really help in this case, sorry.
That's a 4.
What? Wait, who? Brew, you're small, right? You're small like I am, Vini?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
you don't
taller
wear,
than
like,
Vini.
heavy plate. You don't wear heavy
Left.
plate now, right? Okay. Vini is going to try and pick up Brew just so that, like, not high, just a little bit off, and then fly over the bridge so neither of them have to walk across.
And then you don't need to roll. Anyone walking across the bridge needs to roll.
Got a big old 10.
Cool.
I got a fat 5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I got a 6, but I'm also going last.
Okay. JeanLuc?
Tail end Charlie.
JeanLuc, what am I adding? Yes. Oh, that's pretty good. 18.
All right. Adam, can you roll me a d20, please?
No.
All right, let's see what happens.
Eh.
His neighbor's dinner. Oh, kids, I love you.
Oh no!
You rolled a 17.
He rolled a 17. Alrighty.
Uh-oh.
Let's have a look. Okay. Alright.
Sorry, I just
Um,
read in chat that I had inspiration, so I'm going to re-roll my stealth.
Okay.
I do not have
Oh, that's-
inspiration.
That's much better. 17.
Okay. So we've got a 17, an 18, a 10, and a 5. Correct?
Yep.
Alright. You watch as a tentacle comes up over the side of the bridge and like flails around, but because you're right in the middle, it can't quite reach you. So it comes out and kind of like it's trying to, and then it disappears back under the bridge. And the guards all go, go!
What
Are you
color is the
go,
tentacle?
Going? It's kind of a pale, like almost whitish cream color.
No, Artor is gonna continue just moving. He's not moving stealthily anymore. He's just gonna walk and watch the tentacle as it tries to reach out and hand
It
on.
can't. As long as
sword.
you're staying in the middle of the bridge, it can't hit you. You're just out of its reach. And then it disappears back down.
Well, I don't think we need to track this thing down.
He'll look back at one of the guards. Does it do this at every bridge or just this one?
It's done it at some others, but this seems to be its favorite.
Probably because it's right next to the cafes where a bunch of people go.
That's why we
Yeah, we
are
still
here
must
to
go.
stop people doing what you're doing. We probably shouldn't have let you. Can you get off the bridge now, real fast, please? We're gonna get so fired.
I feel like people are already gonna know that was not a subtle tentacle as you might want.
Oh yeah.
So
I have a question.
sorry.
Do we get water breathing from anyone?
Oh,
Oh,
That probably would have been useful.
Probably would have been a good idea.
oh no.
Or he's just standing in the bridge on the way, so Ardbeg's gonna go around her and get off the bridge.
Brew
No,
flew
I'm-
across.
no,
Where's
I
it
was-
crossed?
Yeah,
I
Brew
wasn't
Brew got
Vinny.
carried.
I just
Yeah.
didn't. Vinny
Just have
carrying Brew on
Brew,
every
yeah.
mission.
Yes.
Yep. I
Second.
thought I did think that. I was like, you already know Vinny can carry Brew because that's happened before.
So quick, darlings. Since this is a vacation, group hug. I require it, and I just hold my arms out.
Who goes in for a
I'm
hug?
just
Brew
going
loves
to
hugs.
stand and
Archer
stare
go
at
in
you.
for it. Sure, sure,
Cool.
yeah.
Vinny will like side hug. You
That's
know,
fine.
like a side hug.
Ardbeg, come on, bring
Artor's gonna pull Ardbeg into it.
Okay, as long
It's gonna struggle. Get off me, you fruits!
as soon as you're all there, I'm gonna kind of push my arm up that has the lady's beads on it, and I will use my gift from the lady, which I have the boon of the hyacinth to cast water breathing on all of us.
Yeah, I got that one too.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can do that.
nice.
Good job.
And then as soon as he does
Jean-Luc.
that, I'll let go of Ardbeg.
Yeah,
Hayden just like put his hand on your shoulder.
it's fine. Good enough.
All right.
Right. Well, we should go find this individual and see what they can tell us.
Right,
So
okay.
this to the left of you is obviously the cafe. You could tell that.
What was his name again? Sorry.
Saladino.
Oh, Saladino.
Tori writes things down.
I wrote the name of the attractive ones down. It's fine.
Right. So outside, this is very much like a alfresco kind of vibe. There's all the things are like the tables and stuff are out on the patio, but there is a halfling playing some sort of small string instrument, ukulele thing. Lyre, it's probably a lyre. Anyway, there is a large man quaffing ale at one of the tables, and there is another man at one of the other tables who is very well dressed, looks extremely like well put together, kind of middle-aged, looks like someone who was very athletic but has gone slightly soft in the last little while, and he is drinking some sort of really tiny coffee, like it's some kind of more fashionable, you know,
At him there.
pot drink.
Is it
Yep.
the one with the blue? That's it? Okay. Vinny
Yep.
will look to everybody and say, I've got this. And we'll walk up to that gentleman and say, good day, sir. Can I have a moment of your time? I'd happy to top off your coffee.
Of course, you're new here. I don't know you. I have not seen you before. I would remember someone like you.
But yes, I am unusual in these parts.
It's
I'm looking-
not the bad thing. It's that extremely wonderful suit.
Thank you. I pride myself on my suits.
I can tell. Please sit down.
Well, thank you.
You don't need
and
to
Vini will go
buy
out
me
there.
a coffee. I don't pay in this establishment, so.
We're looking to speak to a Mr. Saladino. Would that be yourself?
It would be me, but Saladino is my first name, dear.
Oh, then what shall I call you, sir?
Saladino is fine.
Okay, wonderful. So Saladino, we're here on a mission by Our Lady, here to help with a aquatic problem you may be having. And we want to make sure Our Lady is quite fond of this town and the beauty of it, filled with arts and wonderful food. So she wants to see it back to its former glory. And we want to know how best to help you handle this problem.
I see. And who is this lady of yours?
Lady Bellatrix?
Do you say that?
No, don't say.
Oh shit!
Don't
No,
say
I don't
that.
say that.
Yeah, don't say that. Don't yoink us back 10 minutes
Then you
after
would
we
be like,
get here.
shit. No, she's a lady of. That's Tori's brain just being totally done. No, I don't say that. She's a lady of importance around here.
I
She's
am sure
quite
I would
beautiful.
know of her if she was important around here.
She's kind of important everywhere. I'm
Can't
told not
say her
to-
name due to a magical bit that will make us unable to help you if we say it.
That's
Um,
interesting.
know
Make
names
a
of power.
persuasion roll.
oh no!
Because I know you're not lying, but he thinks you're lying.
Oh no!
Vinny will say, you know as well as I do, names have power. And she likes to keep her name to herself.
I see. All right. Well, we do have a bit of an aquatic problem, as you put it. Something is in the canals, and it seems to have a taste for, well, people. Which is a problem when there are as many canals in a city as this one, and much of our business is very aquatic based. So I suppose if you and your friends were able to help with this issue, we would be grateful.
Now, when we spoke to the guards on the bridge, they were a little more worried about causing a panic. Should we wait till nightfall, or is this something we can take care of now?
It would probably be better if it was done when there weren't a lot of people around, just because collateral damage, you know. People, the locals anyway, know to stay away from the water at the moment, but we still get
As
visitors.
Artor wanders up to the edge of the water.
What are you doing at the edge of the water?
So from that little 5 feet back, he's just trying to look under the bridge.
Make a perception check.
I'm gonna use my Twitch inspiration on that one. That was a 1.
Good choice.
There we go. That's a 23, I think. Yeah, 23.
There doesn't appear to be anything under the bridge. The water flows underneath it. It's quite like dingy, like you would expect under a bridge to be, especially one that where the canals, you know, the boats and stuff obviously haven't been using it a lot. But there's no obvious tentacled creature under there that you can see.
Okay.
Ardbeg's gonna step up. Martin var, Sardine boy, mishearing your name. Do you think it's just one beastie, or is there multiple?
To be sure, we've only ever seen one at any given time. But to be honest with you, we haven't looked that closely. We usually
Right.
just see tentacles come out and then people die. Or at least they don't come back. We assume they drown and probably get eaten.
Has there been any reports of multiple people going missing at the same time?
In different places, you mean?
Aye.
No. It's usually just 1 or 2 a night. Or no more than that. Sometimes not that many, but that depends on how stupid people are being, you know.
He doesn't say anything more, he'll just stand there.
Brew, did you have something?
I was just asking if they had tried chatting with the creature to see why.
Chatting. No.
Okay.
Ardbeg rolls his eyes telepathically.
During all this,
Honestly, it never occurred to us that that was an option.
Talking is always an option.
Right, but it is just tentacles that come out of the water and snatch people. That's not...
Okay, that's fair. You got me there. You got me.
this whole
Go
time
back on the bridge, bro, and talk to it and see what happens.
I didn't. I'm not the one that should be talking to it. I'm just advocating the chat.
He's got a big grin on his face.
During this entire conversation y'all are having, JeanLuc has sat down with this charming gentleman here and is just chatting him up.
He gives you a look like, what the fuck is this tiny elven person doing sitting at my table? Yo, what do you want?
Oh, nothing, darling. I'm just touring the area, and I thought, I might talk to one of the natives and see what's going on here. JeanLuc Ambulant.
Are you calling me a native?
Oh, do you not live in Travorno on your own?
I'll have you know that I am very smart.
Oh, darling, I believe so. No, I say, this is your hometown, I am asking.
Oh, no, I'm just, here, I'm passing through. You get the impression this man has had a lot of ale.
Wonderful. But yes, so my name is JeanLuc Ambulant. I'm just gonna keep, this is not an important conversation, but this is what he's doing the whole time.
Alright, fair enough. He is not taken by your charms at all. Most of them go right over his head.
Oh, JeanLuc loves that. He's just, at this point, he just starts messing with him and starts telling, like, the most fisherman-esque stories of the monsters that we've faced and just letting them completely go over his head and confuse him further.
He responds with similar stories.
Oh. I
gonna-
gain amusement. Oh, this
I'm
whole
gonna
time listening to what's going on behind me.
Sure.
I'm gonna sidle up to Artor. What do you reckon, pal?
Well, probably best thing to do is to wait till night when there's no people around and see if we can get this thing to come to the surface. Otherwise, we're gonna have to go to it, and I really don't want to have to go to it.
Nah, I'm
I think
not
it's gonna
about
be
getting my
hard
feet wet, I
getting
reckon.
it. It's gonna be pretty easy getting it to come out. We already did.
Yeah, wondering how hard it'll be to get it out of the water. Although, maybe we could try if we can get one of the tentacles in to go along with Brew's idea. Just because I do want to try to see if there's some intelligence. I could try to telepathically talk to it, see if it's able to understand, and go from there. Be interested
Is
to
it
see.
considered an animal? I can speak with animals. That's not an issue.
You don't know
Yes.
at this point.
We'd have to try to get it
Okay, well,
up
Yeah,
on
it
the
could
ground to see.
also be a magical creature, which most of the time you can't speak with. To speak with animals.
Okay, well, what are we gonna do until it's dark out?
Well, it seems to me like JeanLuc already has a plan.
We're just gonna be on vacation? I mean, look, I do want a scone. I'm hungry.
Alright, are you gonna go in and get a scone?
Yes.
Alright, you go in. The inside of this cafe is beautiful. It is perfectly laid out. It's like spacious, the decor is exquisite. There's one of those like lovely cafe front bits that has, you know, little baked thingies in it, scones and slices and bits of cake and all sorts of delicious things. And behind it there is a lovely half-elven woman. serving customers, and she goes, what can I do for you, dear?
Oh, are you Saida?
You've heard of me. How lovely.
Yeah, someone told us about you. Or something. We're here to help with that problem. Outside.
Which problem? You mean that drunken guy? It's all right. He's here
Oh,
all the
that's-
time. He's
it's
quite
difficult.
lovely, really. Oh, that problem. Oh, well, that would definitely help my business. It's a lot harder to get people to sit and admire the canals when they might watch someone being pulled into it.
Do you know anything about thing or?
I know that it has tentacles and it pulls
Okay.
people into the
Cool, cool,
canals,
cool,
and
cool,
they're not seen again.
Cool. Can I have a scone? It's like blueberry.
Of course, yeah. We do have blueberry.
I'd
That
love
will be
one.
1 silver piece, please.
Here you go.
She gives you, and it is one of those really enormous ones, and it's like when you break it open, it steams like it's still fresh, and it's beautiful.
Takes it back outside. It's not paying attention to anything else now. She's just eating her scone.
Excellent.
Wow.
I
Wait,
have
if
left
we look
Drunk
at-
McDrunkerson.
How long does it look like till it would be dark out?
It's probably mid-afternoon. You've got a couple of hours.
Can Artor look around for any kind of shops? Apothecary, weaponsmith, just general store, something like that.
There's not really that kind of thing along this area. It's mostly like tourist shops. So there's like a greengrocer place that has, fresh fruit and vegetables and that sort of thing. There's a couple of like food trucks, kind of, street food
is there-
kind of vibes.
Is there a
There
butcher's?
haberdashery?
A butcher's shop.
Aye.
No, because butcheries on this sort of area. There's like not a butchery as such, but like can't remember what they're called. Those places in Europe where you have like salami and ham and cheeses and, like a deli, but European, so better. And like,
Accurate.
yeah. There are bakeries. There's like the sort of things where if someone were to be, wandering along the canals and go, gosh, it would be nice to have a picnic, they could just pop into one of these little places and get the things they need. Guys, I really like
Most
this city.
important question.
Anyway.
Most important question. You said this sounds
Yes.
like a tourist trap. Is there
Yep.
somewhere he can get a decorative spoon?
100%. There are definitely souvenir shops.
He's getting a spoon for Naya.
All right. It'll cost you 10 silver because it's tourist
Done.
prices.
Done.
Is there a
It's
haberdashery?
beautiful. It's not like it's one of those. I'll get to your haberdashery one moment. It's what? Yes, there's definitely a haberdashery. It's one of those like really ornate spoons, and it's got like a little kind of gondola thingy on the handle, and it has etched on the like thing of the spoon. Travorno.
Perfect.
All right. What are you looking for in the haberdashery, JeanLuc? Is it a floppy hat?
Biggest fucking hat I can find.
You go into the haberdashery. I can't believe this is turning into a shopping episode. You go into the haberdashery, and there is a small gnomish woman, and she goes, "You look like a man of taste. Only the best for you. What are we after today? A dashing top hat? Maybe something with a bit of feathers?
Looking for a large brim that just flops whenever I walk.
Oh, like a beautiful sun hat for walking around or lying on a gondola looking fabulous.
You understand me so well.
I do, dear. That's my job. Anyway, yes, and she goes off into the back and she comes back with this bright pink, enormous brimmed hat that's like this wide, and it has like little flowers and ribbons, and it's extremely over the top. She's like, this seems like your kind of thing, dear.
I'm so happy!
So
Oh, it's-
shall I package it up, or will you be wearing it out?
Oh no, very no, darling, don't worry.
That's 10 gold, my dear.
I give her 12 because I'm happy. And
Oh,
I haven't spent
goodness,
money since
thank
I've
you.
been in this horde.
Excellent. Well, do enjoy your visit. Stay away from the water. Thank you.
Thanks, darling. JeanLuc comes back with the biggest, most obnoxious pink hat you have ever seen.
Amazing.
Just gonna shake his head seeing you and just go, for Christ's sakes.
I like to think Vini is like drinking a little espresso with like while Brew is eating her scone, and just see JeanLuc with this big hat.
JeanLuc, you now have disadvantage on stealth while you're wearing that hat.
I'm a cleric, so
It's fair.
Because the rainbow caftan didn't do it.
He took that off.
I didn't-
that was a
sorry.
disguise.
Can I go to the delicatessen, please?
Yes.
I have an idea.
Just going shopping. That's what's happening. Okay, cool. Yep.
Oh,
Just until it's night.
it's an idea on mission.
Yep. All right.
Um,
All right.
I'm gonna walk into the deli.
All right. I'm having to make up proprietors. The proprietor of this deli is a tiefling. Because I like tiefling. No, it's a tabaxi. He turns and looks at you like this and goes, "Funny guy. What can I do for you, sir?"
I'd like to purchase your biggest salami you've got and the hook it's hanging on, please.
You wish to purchase the biggest salami we've got.
Aye.
All right then. And he goes off into the back and he comes out with this fucking monstrosity with the hook. He goes,
And the hook.
"Will this do for you?"
Aye, that's perfect. How much dare you?
For you, dear. Plus the hook. 7 gold.
Very agreeable. He'll take 7 gold out and flick it to you. Grabs the salami and the hook and returns to the his
Have a good
colleagues.
time. You should try out a gondola.
Hey, thanks. I'll keep that in mind, pal. Nice doing business with you.
He
Off
goes
he
back to sharpening his nails. He's like filing his claws.
Hayden just
Fucking
gets
tourist.
yeah. Hayden gets some street food and just a tall black coffee, and is just sitting at one of the tables watching the canal.
You can get like those really delicious, like Greek,
Ooh.
like
Nice.
gyro?
kebab. Yes, thank
Yeah.
you. Yep. That's. I'm like, what's the word? You know what I'm talking about? Yep.
Souvlaki.
Yes. Souvlaki.
Um,
Beautiful.
Ardbeg's gonna take his rope and fashion a beefy fishing line with the hook and the salami, and wait till dark, basically.
All right. So you all hang out.
I love this plan.
If
I'm very fond of it.
if anyone asks him, he'll explain what he's doing.
I mean, I feel like it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, no, he's
Yeah,
making a fishing
yeah.
line.
Yep.
Ardbeg, I just
Alright.
have one question. Could I just get one little slice cube?
He'll whip out his skin to slice you off some and flick it to you.
That's not
And just
sanitary.
nibble gently.
He's what?
Yes.
Nibbles gently. Is that what you
Nibble
said?
gently. Yes, we.
Yeah, the skin do was in his sock, so yeah, not so sanitary.
Gross.
Fine.
Well,
It has some strange musky flavor that you've not experienced in a salami before.
All over the world. It's fine. I've just got my hat and my salami while we wait.
All right. Is there anything else anyone would like to do before nightfall in this apparently shopping episode that we are having? Can't hear you, Mike.
Sorry. Artor will just
There we go.
occasionally head back up to the canals and look and see if there's anything. And
Make a perception check.
he stays away from the bridge, but ooh, that's a 14.
Pretty much stays the same.
What happens if he throws a pebble? And can he find a pebble on the ground and throw a pebble in the canal?
Sure. Is Adam making my rolls for me at the moment? Are you making my rolls for me, love? If you are, can you roll just a d20 and tell me what you get, please?
This would be like 2 or 3 hours into us waiting.
Yep. This is why I get him to roll for me.
Damn, what Artor just do?
Artor, as the pebble drops in, you see something just crest, like in the water, just below, so that it just kind of moves the water a little bit. But the water's not very clean. It's murky, so you can't really see what's in it.
Is there enough of an idea?
Go ahead.
Is there enough of an idea that he can try to cast message at it to talk to it?
Sure.
Yeah, so he'll just send like as soon as it starts to crest or move. Message. What are you? You can
The
reply
message
to
is
this message.
Telepathy or no?
Yeah, it's telepathy.
Okay. You hear in your head, you hear a voice that goes, hungry, lost.
Oh.
Hey, Ardbeg,
Hi.
why don't you come over here real quick?
He'll
And
stand up.
does it go back down and?
Yep, it disappears
Okay.
back down.
So, remember I was talking about trying that telepathy thing to see if maybe it can communicate? So, just threw rock in here and something started to come out, so I sent the message and I got a response.
So it's intelligent, at least somewhat.
I'd be
Hungry and
surprised.
lost.
Well, I've got something we can feed it, and he's gonna present the salami neatly tied with a hook in it and attached to his 100-footer rope.
Alright, yeah. Sure.
Jax, this
Yeah?
here where I'm signaling, what
Yep.
is that?
It's a street lamp.
Cool. So Ardbeg's gonna give it a good old full strength shake to see how sturdy it is.
Fake strength check.
Think that coming up. Oh, that's a natural one.
Seems pretty sturdy. You can barely move it. It is definitely very well attached to the ground.
Cool. Cool. So he's
Ardbeg,
gonna
you
he's
said
gonna
Oh no.
You've got 100 feet there.
Aye.
Use the statue.
He's gonna look around at the statue. Hey, no bad. Better.
Well, if it's strong enough to pull it down, it would probably be better for it to be the street lamp. I think it's one of the-
Destroy the town's statue of whatever that is.
A street lamp bending versus a statue moving, you know.
It would probably be a statue toppling.
I mean, maybe, but the statue's considerably stronger than the lamppost. I would assume.
All right, let's do this. He's gonna go to the statue, and instead of tying it around the statue, he's gonna tie it around the circular base because he's got heaps of rope. So
Gonna
right
come
around
over
the
and
base
go,
of it.
Excuse me. What are you doing?
It's a show.
I'm
It's
just-
a show.
Who's saying that to me?
One of the guards.
I'm just tying this here rope to the statue. Is that a problem?
Perhaps I should rephrase because I can see that that's what you're doing. Why are you tying a piece of rope around our statue of our great and powerful mother of the city?
Just preparing for a wee fishing trip, like.
Probably should wait
Vinny
until
still
later
sitting?
in the day.
I assume Vinny's still sitting there unless you've moved.
With Saladino?
At the
Could
mention
he-
of the mother of the city, yeah, I kind of want to look and see if I recognize the statue.
We'll get to that. Vinny, what are you wanting to do?
Could he, because Vinny has like super ridiculous hearing, so he can hear like all the stuff going on. So could he
Yep.
just talk to Saladino and say, is there something, can you like let these guards know that it's okay that we do this stuff to like prepare for getting rid of this aquatic problem that we're referring it to as that.
Let me just say that I think that damaging that particular statue would be a very bad idea.
Understood. Ardbeg? Ardbeg, I think you should change not the statue. Something
Haydn,
else.
Yes.
make an investigation check.
I will make an investigation check. I'll keep it. 14.
You look at the statue, and it is very familiar. In fact, it looks almost exactly like the person who sent you on this mission.
Yeah. Yeah, let's switch. Again, in case the statue comes down, you might recognize the face if you look a little closer. Ardbeg.
He's on the side of the pit behind, so you recognize that ass anywhere.
How have you seen her ass?
Can't hear you, Jax.
Right. There we go.
So he's
I was
gonna
just
go back.
swearing at Adam. Yeah.
Can I look around for something more solid than the street lamp, but not as precious as the lady then?
Sure. Make an investigation check.
How about around, and Haydn will
10.
gesture to it as well. How about that pole of the bridge?
Yep, that definitely would fit your description.
Yeah.
Not as,
Okay.
although you, of course, are convinced that the street lamp is extremely solid and capable of holding anything. The pillars of the bridge are like big rock pillars, so they're much more sturdy.
Is there anything back over these ways?
Over which
liking
ways?
Art,
Oh, yeah.
pinning. That would look sturdy as, because I'm liking Artor's idea that we don't want to have our baseline completely right next to the water.
It's just buildings, really. There's nothing, there are no other statues, for example.
Pillars
what
on
are you looking?
buildings?
Nah, they're all like just kind of stone buildings. There is, like, back here, behind the cafe, there's like those things you tie horses to, you know? You know what I'm talking about?
How well in the ground are the drainage grates?
I mean, they're... Yeah! You can tug on one and see what you think.
Sure, yeah, I'll tug on them.
Make a strength check.
Oh my god. That's a 12.
Yeah, they seem pretty solid.
You could try one of these there, Ardbeg.
Why don't we do this? Why don't we fashion up a bit of a safety secondary knot? We'll tie it to the grate, and then we'll tie it around the post of the bridge, and that way we've got a bit of a backup if anything gives way.
Sure. Artor would also take the time to fill in Haydn, JeanLuc, Vini, and Breuvial about the response to his attempt to communicate.
Vini would suggest then, are we going to try and get it home if it's lost?
I think that's a great idea, Vinny.
Got
That's a
it to the
great
ocean?
idea.
Or,
Yeah, I mean,
The job did say neutralize.
Okay, but no one has tried to talk to it, and we did just talk to it, and we know it's lost.
I think that depends on how it responds to us trying to help it.
exactly. If it accepts help,
We're going to.
then great. If it doesn't, then we kill it. Plain and simple.
Question.
yeah, I mean,
Artor,
neutralize can also just mean neutralize the threat, which if it's out in the ocean, I doubt it'll bother the canals.
Exactly.
But
are
at
so
the same time, go ahead, JeanLuc. I'm sorry.
I was wondering if you could ask it where it came from. If it's not of this plane or this realm, I've got a way to get this done real quickly.
Okay, give me just a second. Other thought, though, concern. It's hungry, and it's been eating people. So, wherever we move it to, it's going to need a food source, and maybe its food source is people, or maybe now that it's tasted people, it wants that to continue being its food source. Just food for thought.
Or
pun intended.
if we take it out to the ocean, maybe it just eats like whales and dolphins.
Very true.
It's only eating people because there's nothing else here. And it's actually like, God, this is like eating raw kale. I hate it, but I'm starving.
I mean, I think a fairly decent test of that would just be, does it eat the salami?
Yeah.
So Artor will go back to the water, and because he does not need to see the creature, he can just point in a general direction, and it will travel around to find the creature. He will send another message. Where are
What is
you
your message?
from?
Don't remember.
How long have you been here?
I was little. Now I'm not little.
Were you released?
Don't remember.
Ask it
What
if it
else
wants
do you
help.
eat?
What else do you eat?
Yep.
Whatever I can find.
Do you want help?
What help?
To make you not lost.
No help. Just food.
He will pass these along. Any other questions?
You have selected violence. Ah,
Artor,
damn.
Artor, can you make an insight check for me, please?
Absolutely. I am great at those.
While this is going on,
Actually-
I would have been set about tying my rope system up. Do I
It's
need
a
to?
s-
Do I need to do it stealthily near the water on this post here?
We'll get to you in a minute. Artor,
Okay.
what would
That
you
is a
get?
17.
You get the sense from the way this thing is talking that it is unhappy and probably a little afraid, and that it distrusts the fact that there is a voice in its head.
That's that's fair.
Ardbeg. I
Yes.
guess the question is, are you trying to tie it quietly?
Oh, of course.
Well then, yes please.
Oh, that's a 12 for stealth.
12.
Aye.
Cool. Am I rolling my own dice yet?
I think so.
Okay, cool. I'm guessing a 30 hits you.
Me?
Yes, you.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool. A tentacle comes out. So where are you? You're like here?
Oh, hold on. Sorry, I'm on the wrong screen. Yeah, I'm here.
I like how you moved yourself back there. A tentacle comes out of the water from underneath.
Well,
the bridge.
actually, to be fair, I'd be on the square. I'd be behind behind the water.
it's-
I wouldn't be
it's
on the
still
water
gonna-
side.
Do that.
But partial cover.
It is. It's
Partial
basing.
cover only gives
it's-
+5 to your AC.
Yeah, fair.
Good. I don't
I'm
have
not
to justify.
scared or tired.
So you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage, and the tentacle wraps around you and starts to pull you towards the water. I need you to make a strength check.
You just get this all up to 14 damage. Strength saving throw.
Yes, sorry, yes.
14.
It pulls you into the water.
Can Brew react quick enough to try to get him and help?
How are you gonna help?
Grab him and pull him back?
I was gonna say,
You can
Artor's
also-
right there. Could he try?
I'll allow one of you to try. You can decide who's gonna try. It'll be essentially a contested strength check against the creature
Artor,
to see
what's
if
your
you can
strength?
pull.
20.
Okay, you go ahead.
I've still got a massive coil of rope around my shoulder as well, with the salami on the end of it.
That's fine. That's fine. What was that?
You said contested strength.
I did.
Is it a check or saving throw?
Check, because it's contesting against the creature's strength.
So would
Because
it,
it's not pulling Ardbeg in, you're trying to stop it from doing that.
so would it be an athletics idea?
I'll allow you to do athletics.
That is a 23.
That's the same as what the creature got.
Beats it.
So, Ardbeg is like wrapped. I'm gonna say you stop him from pulling it into the water, but Ardbeg is still wrapped in the tentacle of this thing, and like you're like in a stalemate situation. You're pulling one way, the creature's pulling the other way.
Yeah.
Okay.
In that
Can
case,
I-
could I run up and try and cut off the tentacle at the point where it's grabbing onto Ardbeg?
Make
How thick
make
is
an
it?
attack roll. I mean, it's pretty. It's big. Make an attack roll.
Right. That is a 26.
Yep, that hits. Roll damage.
All right. Shit, I forgot to do my thing. Oh well. Damage is 14 slashing.
The tentacle lets go, disappears under the bridge, and Artor, you hear in your head, "No help," and then silence.
And I use athletics to scramble back up the rope and out of the water.
Yeah, no, you didn't end up in the water. Artor caught
I
you.
got
and
you,
and
Ardbeg.
pulled- Yeah,
I got
yeah.
you.
Right.
Nah, you're fine. You
Yeah.
managed to just like stay on the edge there. He was pulling one way, the tentacle was pulling the other. But the thing has
All
been.
right. So I'm gonna say, all right, are we done with the talking then?
It said
Yes,
even
before.
before everything happened. It said
Yeah.
even before everything happened, no help.
Well, should we, I guess, dive in?
I would
I
prefer
have
not.
one last suggestion
Oh.
before we do that. I have the spell suggestion, and then I could suggest it to just leave and like go back to the ocean. And it lasts for 8 hours.
It
So if
doesn't
it
know
can make
where it
its
came
way
from.
out,
But we can guide it.
Can we? I don't know where the ocean
I
is.
mean,
I mean, how
Well,
long does
someone
it
has to.
last?
it's
hours.
concentration up to 8 hours. So if it takes, I can, and I'm not taking damage, I can do it for 8 hours. So as long as it doesn't take us 8 hours to get to the ocean. But I don't know, because, excuse me, Vini doesn't know where the ocean is. So I guess we could, I mean, theoretically, we could be very far from the ocean, but
Adino
Doesn't use
approaches
the-
and he goes, "The ocean. The ocean is only just 5 blocks away. This is a coastal city. Did you not realize that?"
Well,
it
we
makes
didn't.
sense. It makes
we
sense.
assume.
I mean, most coastal cities are, most cities are kind of mazes. I feel is what we were getting at. We don't know the way to the ocean. We just know that there's ocean nearby.
Uh-huh.
We kind of entered town over there, and I'll just point over at the trees by where we came in.
The other thing too is, and he'll look to Saladino. Is there like a beach?
Yes. There is.
We could guide it to the beach, so that way we have an easier way of fighting it. Because like the way we are set up right now is not a good tactical position for us.
I mean,
because we either have to be in the water or we have to bring it out of the water, and I don't think any of us have the ability to get it out of the water, unless it takes the salami.
I mean, I can take it on in the water. I've had some training in underwater combat.
I mean,
And
I can
then he
just
looks at his
grow
like bat
large.
wings.
Grab the tentacle as it comes back out and try to drag it out of the water.
Yeah, I mean,
But my other thought,
you can't
we
do it
don't
by
know.
yourself. Me and Ardbeg.
We don't know that it comes from the ocean. So close in the canals, shouldn't it theoretically just be able to make its way?
Yeah,
to
no.
the
Now that we
ocean?
know it's so close, Vinny is now suggesting that we just help it get to the beach, and then we fight it on the beach so that it's easier to.
Just a
Right.
note that many of the canals have locks in them,
Mm.
so perhaps it can't just swim out. Just a thought.
So, if I could JeanLuc make some kind of check to see if he could think of where this creature possibly could have come from if it's from another realm?
I mean, everything you know about this creature so far is that it is lost and it has tentacles and it eats people.
Yeah.
You can make a nature check to
Oh, that'll
see
go
if you
real well.
can identify what kind of creature it is based on your limited information.
That's pretty good. I'll take a 16.
No, I just got a nat 20. 26. Give it to me. I know. I know this animal. Right, JeanLuc, go ahead.
It does not seem to be from another plane, as far as you can tell.
I will give up on my banishment spell.
It seems to be a creature that would have come out of the ocean, out of somewhere large with a lot of water, and it has somehow gotten stuck in this place.
I will
We should
give up on
definitely
trying to
try to
banish
help
it
it.
back home.
Yeah.
Okay, but we can help it. Even if, like, Artor can get, his big old Artory self and scoop it up and walk it to the ocean and plop it in the ocean.
I mean, normally if it lives in the ocean, it can't exactly survive outside water.
Breuvial, with
not?
your natural 20, you would be able to work out that the size of that tentacle suggests that the size of the creature is pretty big. Maybe not scoop upable.
Okay, all right. so-
Even with three
And
big boys.
I suppose you could try, but
guide it.
Yeah.
Can have it slither over any obstacles it finds. Vinny's very strong.
We could
Vinny
also
can carry
just-
Brew.
Hey,
He could definitely carry
Saladino,
Tentacle.
do you think you could release the locks on the canals so we could try and guide this thing?
Travorno, just remember this thing may have
Want
gotten
help.
in through locks. Perhaps opening them might not be the best choice, as clearly it might have friends it knows from its youth. There are many other things that could make its way in.
You understand how locks work. That you don't just open them. I'm sorry. I spent a summer on a boat. They you close both ends, you fill up the water, and then the boat rises up, and it allows you to ride boats upstream. So it's not like an open-close situation. It's yeah.
Sorry, didn't
No,
grow up
it's all good.
by the coast.
All good. Just it's
Okay.
there's no way to open them in such a way that something could just swim through. Usually,
Yeah.
unless it was a much smaller thing.
The other
Ardbeg's
thing.
sorry.
Go ahead, Ardbeg.
Because of Ardbeg's newly found patience, I guess, with his character
So proud of
development. Can I? What would you like me to roll to see how patient he's being? Because you guys are really getting on his nerves with the trying to talk to it after it just
I would say-
attacked him.
Probably a wisdom save.
That is a fair.
That's not good news.
Okay. Okay.
That's-
Ardy,
That's an don't call me Artie.
Ardbeg. I know it
Um,
attacked you. It's scared. It's just scared. It's like imagine a little spider bites you. It's just scared. This is just a little bigger. Other
Dwarf
things.
a little. See, if a spider bites you, you'll get sick. If this bites you, you'll probably won't have a
Die.
torso.
It
With
hasn't been
every-
any of us yet.
With every ounce of his 8 roll of patience, he says, "It doesn't even want help. It just attacked me," and he's just swinging the salami, ready to go. So you can try and stop him, or you got about 10 seconds, and we're fishing.
I still
this
say we
point-
wait till dark.
As
Dark yet?
Ardbeg considers going fishing, and it is probably, you've wasted a lot of time buying hats and salami and drinking coffee and eating scones and enjoying all the fruits of Travorno's canal side shops. We're going to take a break. And we will come back and see if Ardbeg throws the salami into the canal or not at that point in time. If you are watching, thank you for being part of us and being here with us. We'll be back in about 10 minutes and see what happens.
Hey,
We love you.
God.
Ardbeg, woo! Congrats.
Humans of the internet, welcome back to the Gallant Horde. So, it looks like our cameras are back, yay! I was about to give you a whole story about how the cameras were fucked, but Adam fixed them because he's smart. Yay! So, we are going to draw this, I don't know if you even got, oh, he took it away. Or I took it away. Oh no, here it is. I don't know if you guys even got to see it, but it's a kit for making a water lily elf weave bracelet. So we're going to give this away now. If you want it as the kit, so you can try out chainmail for yourself, you can have it as the kit, or Adam can make the bracelet for you and just send you the bracelet. Whoever wins gets to choose. So, I guess we're going to draw it any second now. In the chat. Here we go. In the meantime, let me tell you that we have a lot of RP in our Discord. It is bonkers. Many of the in-jokes that come in these games came from those, including the pert behind. So, if you are not... Kyle! You won!
Hey.
Hey,
Do you want to make it yourself, or do you want Adam to make it for you?
I have no artistic ability whatsoever that doesn't involve acting or singing. So, Adam, if you could please.
Sweet! Adam will make the bracelet for you, and we will send it to you.
Yeah, bravo.
Bravo. I was convincing you to join our Discord. If you're not already in our Discord, join us. If you're a subscriber to our Twitch account, you get to read all of our crazy RP channels. There's a lot. Prepare yourself for much RPing. It's bonkers and awesome, and there's a lot of story going on there, so you should join us. I don't know what we're on. 15 out of 50 to get our next Birds of a Feather game?
18.
Just putting that out there. Is it 18?
I think that's
Looks
only
like-
counted
I
the
don't know.
gifted subs from today, because I know mine.
Yeah, and I think it doesn't count renewed subs. So renewed subs count. We count them later. We can see them in our insights or whatever the hell it's called. So we do count them later. They just don't show up on the automated thingy. Alrighty. Ardbeg is swinging a salami in the air, having been attacked by a tentacle. Does anyone
What's
want to
the-
do anything before he lets go?
What's the population look around us?
There are still quite a few people around. There are a couple of people still, the same people in the cafe. There are people kind of wandering up and down the streets on both sides. There's still a few
Ardbeg.
people around.
Collateral damage, let's keep it to a minimum, right? I'm with you, but let's...
Absolutely.
I'm with you, but let's not
Wait until
involve
after
anyone
dark
that don't need to
things
be.
quiet down. Are you just gonna sit there spinning it until nightfall?
It must be nearly nightfall, surely.
It is nearly nightfall. You're getting
Uh,
close.
Okay.
Hey, guards, could you, I don't know, just encourage people to Move to a different spot, maybe.
That
I'm
up a
more than
cliff
happy
in
to
the
make
lake.
an announcement.
You know, we'd love to help, but the business owners in this area get real tetchy if we chase people away.
You know, JeanLuc is gonna go to the center and will make as loud as he can. Ladies, gentlemen, and those of us who know that gender doesn't mean a single shit. I would like to announce that we are going to be killing a very large monster right here. If you could please leave so you do not become the collateral damage, that would be most impressive, because our friend Ardbeg is ready to commit murder of this beast, and it's going to get messy. Thank you!
I wish I had
Because-
thaumaturgy prepared.
Because people are people, you notice a couple of people come out from the alleyways behind you. And this person here who's just been sitting there drinking some beer is coming out, and everybody's like approaching. It's like, you're gonna what? You're gonna kill a monster? That
We're gonna
sounds
kill the
really
monster.
interesting.
It is, and if you stand any closer, you might be the ones that die. So, go home.
Oh, but like,
You will die.
There's a little crowd gathering now. I broke my
You
pen.
will die.
There's a
Vinny's
little
gonna
crowd.
walk. Vinny's
Do
gonna
it,
walk up
Jeff.
to JeanLuc and say, should I kind of scare them a little bit? Like, is scaring a good tactic, or is that not okay?
Oh, do the thing. Do it.
Okay. So Vinny's gonna kind of like rise up a little bit with his wings so that everybody's looking at him, and is going to do his form of
I
dread.
saw that.
He broke his head.
And he's going to, his eyes are going, he's gonna pull off, because it's not quite, like, it's probably not super dark yet, but
Dusk.
he's gonna pull off his
It's
glasses so that his
duskish,
black eyes are there, and his eyes are gonna turn this, like, really red, and kind of like black smoke tendrils are gonna start coming off of him, and he's gonna try, and he doesn't have thaumaturgy, but he's gonna try and make his voice kind of gravelly and say, "You should leave now," and try and kind
Okay.
of intimidate them to leave.
All right, make an intimidation check. Or does that thing have a frightened save against? That's your terrifying
Only if
presence, whatever it's called.
Only if I hit them. If I hit, like, if
Okay.
I were to attack them, but I'm not gonna
Alright.
attack them. I'm
Okay.
just trying to.
So just make an intimidation check then, please.
Intimidation. Okay.
Yep. I'm just gonna roll a few
Okay.
d20s. Well, that one's gone.
23.
Well, one's a nat 20.
Okay.
I mean,
But the others
plus
all.
3.
Most of them kind of all like go, oh crap, and sort of move away. Again, this one just goes over here. This one looks like a crazy religious type, and he just kind of wanders back, muttering about the end times. The bard is going to move away, but this one over here approaches and peers at you, and she's a tiefling woman, and she's like, "That's a cool trick. Can you teach me that?"
No, sorry.
Huh.
Ardbeg, I
you're
found
all-
someone
you're-
who would like to be live bait. We'll throw her
you're-
in.
She just kind of looks at you like,
He's just going to be looking back, just waiting his time. In this time, while everyone's trying to set up a cordon, he's slipped his backpack off, and he's got his shield on his arm, and he's got his long sword ready to go as soon as he lets rip with the salami, just
salami.
holding the action.
Cool. She's like, do you mind if I'll stand back a bit, but this is something I'm not gonna miss.
Just don't get in the
Okay.
way.
Hopefully it will miss you. I won't be protecting you. Have fun not dying. Bye. And I'll turn like
Uh,
her funeral.
She goes and
I
like
tried to send message again.
to the
Oh.
creature.
Yep.
How far does your message go?
120 feet.
Okay.
I'm just gonna send the message. Last chance. We're trying to help.
Fine.
Okay.
If I can't see it, can I try to do speak with animals? Or do you have to like
You have to be able to see, what does the spell
say
say?
it?
A Get the spell.
Be
Speak
right.
with
Just-
animals.
Just a quick one, Jax. I rolled a 23 for intimidation. I'm going to tell the Tabaxi, is it a Tabaxi tiefling, that she should
Tiefling.
really get back, and he looks very menacing, like shit's about to go down.
You're very scary. I look forward to seeing the creature try to eat you.
With that, he's just gonna walk up and say, "If you don't leave, I will make you leave."
What is your problem? Do you not want this to be witnessed by someone who can then sing the glory of your
I really don't.
battles
Right.
to the world?
We have our very own bard.
On hearing
Are
that,
they-
he's
Look
going
at JeanLuc.
Are they here?
Yes,
to...
the one in the big
Oh.
hat.
Is that a bard?
And he's just gonna.
on hearing that,
Doesn't
hearing that the tiefling's a bard, he's Ardbeg, because he's Ardbeg, he's going to go, I didn't forget, my name is Ardbeg Bruichladdich. And he's going to be
Noted.
like, his chest.
Oh. Well, at least we have live bait now. This will be fun.
Definitely going to come back and
Speak-
bite us in the
speak-
ass at some point.
It looks like speak with animals doesn't require you to be able to see.
It just gives you the ability to talk with
Yep.
them if you find one.
So assuming it can hear you and is an animal, you can try.
Okay, I'm just gonna go up to the edge of the canal a little bit. Hello, friend. Are you down there?
Artor's gonna stand ready to grab her just in case.
There's
Little
He's going to
Tex-
fly close.
Tentacle boy. We have a salami for you. It's very
With that
meaty.
great big fucking hook in it.
no response.
Oh, okay. We don't want to hurt you, but we're gonna have to. Okay, it's not talking to me, guys. So I don't know.
Meanwhile, Haydn is just pleading with her to even just get back with the other person back there. You'll have someone to talk to about it. Please, just
Fine.
stand back.
She moves back there. She rolls her eyes though.
Where if I need to protect her, I'm going to stab someone. That is not the Kraken or whatever this is.
Right. Well,
Mm.
Ardbeg.
What?
Ready to go fishing?
I'm born ready. He's going to move up to the top of the bridge in the middle.
Uh-huh.
Not any sort of stealth. And he's going to fire the... Oh, just clarification. Which way is the ocean? It's to the right or the left?
West. Left.
Left. Okay. So he's gonna throw the bait and try and land it here.
Okay. Make a. I guess sure. Athletics is fine. I'm like, what do you use for fishing? I don't know. Athletics
Well,
is good.
Probably Dex actually, if I'm trying to like land it in a specific spot. But I'm just really trying to get it in the water. I don't really care.
Yeah, no.
I rolled
Fine.
25 athletics.
Cool. Yep. The salami goes in exactly where you want to. That sentence really did just come out of my mouth.
Are we still doing phrasing?
While this is happening,
Oh, balls. Sorry, yes.
JeanLuc pulls a bowl out from his pack and just uses his water skin to fill it with water. And he'll just wait.
Where are you getting the water from?
His flask, his water skin.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Artor's gonna go ahead and
once-
drink his potion of force resistance. Lasts an hour, right?
Yes. Sorry. Yes.
Ardbeg is no longer holding onto the rope. I just want to make that distinction, and he has drawn his longsword.
Okay. So the rope, just for my own reference, let's draw some lines. So the thing is here. The rope is attached to this one.
Do you want me to do it how I figured it was set up?
Yes. Good plan. Then you can draw in a straight line. Probably I can't do that. Be gone.
Alright,
You can
so-
draw me your rope.
It's anchored here. It goes all around here, and it's wrapped around like a lot of times, and then
I'm not
it's out.
even seeing what. Oh,
Okay.
there we go. Yep. Cool. All right. All right.
And that's the salami with the big hook in it.
Excellent. I would like you, please, to make a persuasion check with advantage, because it's a very good salami.
Asian chick with advantage. See?
How long does bless last?
Oh, net 20.
Sweet.
So that's 21.
It should be on your spells. Bless.
I've got it. Hang on. Oh,
You
it'll
got it?
last 1 minute. Never mind.
There's a long pause. Probably a good 10 minutes goes by as you sit there, and then you watch as the water is displaced and the salami is tugged under the water.
Right. Well, I think that's our cue.
Yeah.
Hayden,
I
can
guess
fight in
the
water
question
just
is whether
Should we? All right. Are we dragging it up, or are we fighting its tentacles?
Drag it up.
I guess the question is whether it's obviously got the salami, but whether it's actually hooked. Jax.
Make a roll a d20 and add your, I'm gonna say dex because of, or sleight of hand, because you would have had to hook it all together in a good fashion. Let's go with that.
18 for sleight of hand.
Okay. Am I rolling or is Adam rolling?
I think you
For the
are.
creature.
Jax.
See, this is
We
why I
need
get him to roll, because that was a
We need
4 on
Jax's
the
shit
die.
rolls back.
I mean, the rope has gone under the water. It's
Can Artor give the rope an experimental tug?
make a strength check.
Sure.
I'll help him.
So is that with advantage, or you rolling as well?
Correct.
All right.
Either you
sweet.
both roll or one with advantage, however you want to do it.
Just go advantage.
That's 21.
It is taut.
Well, I think you got it there, Ardbeg.
I think we got it. It's time for a bit of the old heave-ho, lads. Let's get our backs into it.
Alrighty.
Hayden will line
In
up
that
with
case, I need. So who's pulling on this rope?
Artor will.
Oh, I'm still drawing. Whoops.
So the three of you are pulling.
it. Yes.
So you
I
can
am-
each do
I'm
a
gonna
strength
go-
check, or one of you can give your strength check to someone else's advantage. Up to you.
I'm going to brace my feet against the edge of the bridge. And
Assuming
then
we all
I'm going to
have-
use,
Sorry. go
my
ahead.
Twitch inspiration to roll with advantage.
All right.
Hayden, do you want to roll,
Oh
or do you
my
want to give me
God.
advantage?
22 strength.
What's your strength?
+5.
Doesn't really matter either way. I also have a +5.
Whoo!
Yeah.
Wait, now
So what do we
is
got?
a strength check or strength saving throw?
It's a strength check because you're pulling. The creature's
Okay.
pulling and you're pulling. So, Ardbeg, what'd you get?
22.
22. Hayden, I'm guessing you got a natural 20 with that
Yes.
arms in the air thing that's going on. So what does that get you to?
25.
Artor got a 19.
Artor? Alright. So you pull on this rope and you see coming out of the water. I wasn't expecting it to be on this map, if I'm honest. So give me a minute while I find it again.
Oh, you didn't expect us to yo it out of the water?
I did not.
Right in the middle of town.
You see a large tentacled, in fact technically huge, tentacled creature being pulled out, and it's waving its tentacles. And Mike, is your telepathy? Actually, it doesn't matter. In your head, Artor, you hear, "See no help, just tricks."
You said no help, bitch.
We offered help. You said no help.
Are you continuing to pull?
Yes.
Yeah. We got a bunch of melee fighters.
All right. Ardbeg, I believe you're now in range of its tentacles. Maybe.
Pretty sound.
I don't know why.
That sound effect was Ardbeg belching.
I think at this point in time, we had better roll some initiative.
Seeing
Finally.
how big it is, Artor engage his giant smite and grow to large.
Okay.
Oh, what?
Using my Twitch inspiration.
I am too also going to use my Twitch inspiration. Much better.
What are these noises?
Yeah, I don't like. I mean, I know why, but like.
He had fun. Alrighty. Over 20, anyone?
I got a dirty 20.
Alright. Over 15?
19.
Hayden, what is your dexterity?
13.
Okay. Sorry, was that an 18, Brew?
Yes.
Anyone else over 15?
16 for Artor.
Over 10?
14.
What'd you get, Vinny?
A 1 for a 4.
No.
A D.
Alrighty. Here we go. Ardbeg.
Can we
What are
make
you
Artor
doing?
large, please?
Oh, yes, we can. You should be able to do that.
I don't know how.
Boy.
There you go.
Thank you.
I really need to change your token to the new one. Anyway, Ardbeg, what you doing?
This action cast Stone Skin on myself.
Okay.
So I'm resistant to non-magical damage of various sorts.
Mhm.
I have no idea if this creature's magical or not, but just let me know if it's magical damage,
Yep.
I guess. And then, am I in range with my longsword?
What's the range on your longsword? I don't think so. It's 20 feet. away
5.
from you.
5.
10 feet away from you at the moment. And down
Okay.
still. So, no.
I'm gonna hold my action. Actually, no, I'm gonna move back a little bit and hold my action.
Okay. Alright, which is stabby, I assume.
Aye. Soon as a tentacle gets near me, it's getting removed.
Cool. Hayden.
Alright. Is this thing still in the water, just at the surface?
Yes. It's been pulled like up so you can see the top of its head and the tentacles going, but it's still in the canal.
Alright, well. Just quickly gonna ask, are we pulling this thing out? Or just keeping it at the surface?
You try pull it out.
Well, that would require all three of us, alright.
No, I'm big. I've got this.
Alright, well, in that case, I'll just move up to here. Check the wording on one of my features, and then hold action to attack. If I can. On this turn, dang it. Alright, that's it.
Okay. It is now its turn. Let's have a look at you, buddy. What can you do? Oh, that's useful. Alrighty. It is going to... It like waves a tentacle around in the air, and you see like electric energy around the end of the tentacle. And then it like throws it, and it is going to send a bolt of lightning towards Artor, because you are the most visible to it right now. Ah, where have you gone? There you've gone. Need you to make a dex save, please.
Oh, I'm great at those. That's a 15.
That is a failure.
Ooh.
You are going to take... 21 points of lightning damage.
Ooh.
As this bolt of lightning comes out of this thing's tentacle and hits you. And that's pretty much all it's got at the moment, I think. With pits, that's all it can do from a distance. And it's going to, in your head, shout. Just telepathically, you can hear it go. In fact, I'm going to say the three of you on the bridge, who all know, who are all clearly attacking this thing, or what's the word I want? Hostile to it, will hear in its head, you put a hook in its mouth and you're dragging it out of the water. You will hear in your head just a voice that says, trickery! In this like angry, almost slightly afraid way.
What?
You don't hear it, JeanLuc, because it doesn't see you as a threat yet.
What was the word, sorry?
Trickery.
Trickery.
It's accusing you of trickery is what's going on here.
I'm right here.
Can I talk back to it?
On your turn you can.
Okay, cool.
No, I suppose you can. Are you speaking, or are you thinking, speaking?
I'll say it out loud, but I want it to hear it. It's
I
not,
mean, you heard the word in your head. You didn't. It wasn't a out loud thing.
Okay, I won't say anything. I'll just laugh.
Okay. Breuvial.
Brew is gonna sigh and run over here and pull her bow out. And oh wait, I didn't want to do that. Okay, I'm gonna keep that one because it was a nat 20. 28. That hit it. And
I mean, yes. I didn't
25.
look, but yes.
25.
Sorry, yep.
Two arrow attacks. 28, 25. And 2, 8, 14, 15, 19 damage from that.
Okay. What kind of damage is that?
Piercing? Yeah.
Okay.
And
Is your bow magical?
Gave it to me, so yes, you know it is.
Okay. I don't keep track of these things.
Okay, I don't remember everything. Yes,
Amazingly enough, I don't remember everything I give to the like 30 to 40 people in the Horde. No.
it is a magical bow.
Okay. Cool.
Game.
And yeah, I did not say that I was gonna do Hunter's Mark or anything like
No,
that.
you didn't say those things, but it's a
So,
bonus
I'm
action, so you
not-
can do it now. It just won't apply to your previous attack.
Sure. I'll cast it now, so it's ready on the next
Okay.
one.
Cool.
And the Samsons are gonna go attack.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yay, Samsons!
Do I have
Oh,
a
wow.
Samson's? I can't remember if I have a Samson's.
No, you don't. It's usually like
I
a
thought I had a
weasel or
squirrel.
something.
Oh, I really need to get a squirrel. I thought I got one. No, you're right. I don't.
Yeah.
You can have the weasels again. Here's a weasel for you. How many
They're
Samsons are there?
There are 3. Oh, they cut. Yeah, there are 3. It's just like a
Yep.
swarm of them. They do 3 damage.
Aw.
That's
Let them
better
go.
than they normally do with 1.
What? I assume that their damage is magical, given that they are.
I mean, what damage type does it say it is?
It's piercing damage.
I think
it
he
doesn't
can.
say if it's magical or anything.
It
but
can handle 3 points of piercing damage, so I'm not going to worry about it too much.
it's a little just chipping away there. And that's all I've got.
Artor.
Is thinking back to it an action?
No. As long as it's not too long.
Yeah, no. We offered help, you attacked, we are still willing to help. And even after being struck by lightning, he is just going to hold the rope firm and wait for a response. Actually, you know what? No, instead of thinking back, he's going to use message to make it so they can respond immediately. That'll be his action.
Alright. The response is just... I'm assuming... Sorry, were you going to change your wording?
More of the offer to help stands, not trying to trick, trying to get you home.
You hear back, you tricked me, and it sounds like a child talking.
Oh God!
Like it has that petulant, like, yeah. I love the faces.
It's really gonna.
And Artor, you better do something here, man. Give the goddamn baby.
Oh my God!
I mean, it's a baby that's trying to kill us and eats people.
Doesn't know any
Actions
better.
full,
Message
imagine
again.
if it was fully grown.
We will try to get you home. Listen to Papa Artor. And while still holding firm, he's going to kind of loosen so the pull of the hook isn't as bad.
Okay. Make a persuasion check.
I'm actually good at those. That is 19, so 23.
It goes. But I don't know where home is. I'm gonna say that's your turn.
Yep.
Because that, yeah. JeanLuc, you don't know any of this. The only person who knows this is
question I
Artor.
was about to ask. Has
You all
anyone...
would have seen him, though, loosen the hold.
Yes,
You
so
don't know
you
why.
You were forgetting that JeanLuc is ye old dumb whore. So no one said this, so he's gonna break out his special trick that he hasn't been able to do yet, and he's going to set this bowl down in the water, and like a wine glass, he's gonna start tracing his finger around it, and say, "Alright, darling, it's time to make an appearance." And from the bowl of elementals, he will conjure a water elemental.
Yep. Hang on, I have one of those somewhere here. Give me a minute while I try and
I
figure out
got
where to
this
put it.
on my first or second mission.
A
and I've
water
been
elemental.
on to it the whole time.
A water elemental is large, if I remember correctly.
It sure is.
Oh, cool. I will make it controlled by Kyle.
Hooray!
There you go. You have a water elemental.
Oh,
I'm gonna say it goes after your turn, even if it usually rolls its own initiative, because it's just easier to keep track.
Okay.
So you do your turn, then you do the water elemental's turn.
Right. I will look at the darling and like, oh, hello, darling. That little squid thing, go kill it, please. Thank you.
Alright.
For my bonus action, I will use Toll the Dead, because I know its tentacle got a smacky smack on it.
It's also obviously been bitten by Samson's.
Oh, that's
So,
right, it's true. Wisdom save.
Oh. Let me look at this. Wisdom save. Oh. That is a 18.
Oh, cool, it saves, which is really good because I rolled 2 12s.
Cool.
And I'm not getting any closer. So,
Child.
Water Elemental's turn.
Mhm.
5, 10, 15, 20. It's just gonna come right up. And it's gonna use both of its slam attacks on this baby.
On the baby.
Let's see, it's +7. So that's a 26 and a 17.
The 26 definitely hits. So does the 17.
Alright. So the 26 will do 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And 15 points of bludgeoning damage for the other one.
Okay. Oh.
And JeanLuc will call out, "Well done, Carlos. Keep it up, darling."
Carlos.
And that is our
Okay.
turn.
Cool. Vinny.
Great. Vini is going to cast Hex on the creature. And the target now has disadvantage on strength ability checks.
Okay.
Ooh, that's clutch play. Good call.
And then cast. Oops, there we go. I think that worked. And then we are going to his bonus action. He is going to. It's out of the water, right? It's not in the water.
It's kind of on the surface.
On the surface. Okay. He's going to Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
So that's this. What do we got there? Ugh, dice. What are you doing? Oh, it's not too bad. I forgot it was +9. Okay, so 18.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. That's 1d10. So that is 13 points of force damage. And then the second beam that's a natural 15. +5. Oh no, +9. So 20.
Yep.
Something. And
Yep.
then that is one. Oh, that's a 1 on the die. So that's 6 points of force damage. And Vinny is going to, I guess he's gonna just move over here. That's 5, 10, 15, 20. He'll just move here, and he's also concentrating. So I'm just gonna make it
Hex.
yellow. Yeah, yellow. He's concentrating on Hex. So that's Vinny's
Cool.
turn.
Alrighty. It is going to. So you have loosened the rope.
I'm still holding on to it, but I'm not actively yanking on it.
I don't think I can move anyway. Ah, okay, never mind. It is going to use a legendary action.
This is a big ass baby.
Yep. And it is going to attack one of the Samsons with a tentacle. That is a lot. 28. I'm assuming that hits a Samson.
Yeah, it does.
Yep. Cool.
Just barely.
That's 6 plus 13 points of damage. I'm assuming your Samson is gone.
I would assume so, but
Do they not have hit points?
You don't have anything like
They
that.
must have hit points.
Oh,
I would assume it's like 4 man.
Yeah, like 1 or 2 or
It's-
something.
I mean,
Sure.
Are they
No, it
creatures,
doesn't-
or are
they're-
they basically just a flavor
Like-
for a modifier to your damage?
They're forest spirits.
Let me have a look
And
at
they're
your
just
thing.
a swarm.
Hang
It
on.
doesn't give me.
Oh,
any-
it's a swarm. It's a
Yeah.
swarm. Alright, so usually with swarms, the damage reduces as the swarm takes damage. The damage they impart reduces because
Okay.
it's technically less of them in the swarm. That's what happens with the swarms I run.
They're swarm.
Like
Okay.
swarm of rats, swarm of snakes. They're always just
Okay.
working that way.
Okay, so it,
So
it
let's have a look.
hurts little
Okay.
Samsons.
Spirits. That's not what I wanted. I'm gonna just check if I'm right.
Really
I don't know.
good.
Let's just go with that.
Okay.
In that case, it's
They are intangible nature spirits.
Oh.
so they can't be hit. Is that what that means?
I would assume, and I mean,
Where does it say that?
Where are you finding that?
in the description of the ability, it calls them at 3rd level. A swarm of intangible nature spirits has bonded to you and can assist you in battle. Normally, I think
Okay.
it would give you like a stat block
That-
if
Yeah,
they
that's
have
fine. Alright,
Okay.
so in that case, the tentacle just kind of whipped. But now no, you know what? In that case, it wouldn't have even gone for it. It would have gone for the water elemental because it has true sight, so it would know.
That makes sense.
So
The baby
It
has
will-
true sight. Great news,
it will
everyone.
it will do it to the water elemental instead. I'm gonna reroll because I don't remember what I rolled, unless someone remembers what I rolled.
It was a high number, it would have hit.
It was like
Yeah.
26.
Okay, cool. In that case,
Yeah.
the water elemental's gonna take whatever I said, 13 points of, I think it was 13 points of thing, and I needed to make a, unless it has something that stops it being grappled, which it might
Yes,
with the
it's
water
immune.
elemental. Okay,
It is
cool.
immune to grapple.
So the tentacle damages it, but cannot get hold of it. And all of you now here in your heads, you say you want to help, but you're just hurting me.
Oh! I didn't know you wanted help. You told us not to help you and you were just gonna keep eating people.
You said no
And it
help.
is now Ardbeg's turn.
Right. I'm gonna pick up the rope and just try and heave it up onto the bridge. And I'm going to do my Twitch inspiration to do so.
I use mine. Do I have more? I do have more. Cool. I'm going
18.
to do mine
18.
at not disadvantage because of Twitch inspiration combined with Vini's thing. That's more than that because I rolled. Are you an 18 or a 16? Oh no. All right. It's more than 18. It's 20 something. 23. So you pull on the rope, the thing pulls back. You cannot get it up.
Okay. Phrasing.
Phrasing?
Are we still doing phrasing?
We are.
You cannot
So-
pull the cephalopod onto the bridge with that
Alright.
roll, my dear.
Well, thanking you very much, DM. He's gonna say bonus action cast conjure woodland beings, and Ardbeg will will say out loud, "It's time for some soggy doggies," and 8 wolves will drop out of the sky
Wolves
into.
today.
Aye, wolves today, because that's soggy doggy. Soggy doesn't rhyme with bears. Soggy doggies, 8 wolves drop into the water right on top of
To
it.
the water?
Into the water right around it. They'll surround it.
I don't have a decent wolf token. I need to fix that. Alright, I'm gonna make these be controlled by you.
That is, well, there's 8 of them. Just put them right on top, and they're all gonna bite when they land on the thingy. Oh no!
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. Do your wolves have a swimming speed?
I don't know. Speed 40 feet, that's all it says.
In that case, they are technically in difficult terrain because they are in water that they cannot stand up in. It is deep.
Yeah.
Which I think means...
Doggy paddling like crazy.
Yep. I would say that their attacks are at a disadvantage because they are in water. I don't
That's
know.
fair.
Let me see.
No, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like a thing that, like, if you don't have swim speed, you have disadvantage if you're attacking.
I feel like
water.
that makes sense. Even if it's not a rule, I'm just declaring that to be so because it makes sense to me in my brain.
God has spoken.
God has spoken. I don't have a god complex. What are you talking about?
Alright, this is going to take me a little while to roll.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do it. I might do
I
it.
would say just
What you
roll
could
8
do
times at disadvantage, and then we'll figure out how many hits, and then you can roll all the damage at once.
If wolves have pack tactics, that would give them advantage and cancel
Oh,
out.
they probably
Wolves.
do have pack tactics.
They do have
Yeah.
hack tactics.
Yep. All right.
Yeah,
So it's
if
a
you
straight
just
roll
like
then.
Google roll 8d20, it'll give you 8 rolls,
Yep.
and it'll show you the individual ones.
There we
Okay.
go.
Roll 8d20. Alright, I got a +4 to hit. I got a 17.
Yeah.
That hits.
Yeah. That hit.
I got a 23. I
Yep.
got a 20. And I got a 21. The rest of them are low.
4. Okay.
4 hits.
Yep.
Okie dokie, so 2, so 4 hits, 2d4. Oh, that was wrong. That
Come
had a
shopping,
D20 in there.
killed a baby. What a great holiday.
Listen, I think
I'm
Artor is
not
the only one right now that
associated
knows
with
it's a
that.
baby.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, it talked into all of our heads, so.
Yeah, but I don't
That
think
last
anyone
time
was-
it did. You
Did
can
it
make an
today?
insight check to see if you figured out that it was speaking like a child, if you wish.
26 points of bitey damage.
Okie dokie.
Oh, okay. Is a 13 enough to ascertain it's a child?
No.
Alright.
I would say 15 and up, you know. You go, oh, that sounds like a kid. That's your turn, Ardbeg.
Yep, that's my turn.
Haydn!
Alright, what I'm going to do in this case, seeing that we're not hauling this thing up apparently, is he's going to run over to the edge. I think that was 10 feet. And he's going to just look at it first and see if he can figure out what it is now that he can see the whole thing.
Make a nature check.
Nature check. Yes, I am so good at those. I am apparently good at those. 18.
It looks like a small kraken.
Yeah.
Like-
Guys, this thing
like-
is...
It's very clearly a juvenile.
But it's a kraken.
Because you would know that krakens are a lot fucking bigger than this.
Yeah, okay.
So this is a little one.
So this is a baby kraken.
Yes.
Krakens are bad. He's saying this out loud. This is
Yep.
a baby kraken. Krakens take down entire ships when they're grown. We're killing this thing. And then with that, he is going to, is there anywhere he can, okay, seeing the wolves in the water, he's gonna get over here and then jump into the water. He does have a swimming speed.
Yeah, no, I figured.
And he's gonna take some swings if he can. What would that have been a check at all, or would that, seeing what it is, be an action or bonus action or anything?
So I think with that roll, you don't have to think about it too hard. You look at it and you go, oh shit, that's a baby kraken.
Yeah. All right. In that case,
If you'd rolled low, I would have made you like think about it a bit. But no, I think
Yeah.
yeah.
Then I will bonus action planar warrior, swing with my longsword. That is a 28.
Is it a magical longsword?
It is
Yes,
force
28
damage.
hits. Okay.
It is.
Yep.
It'll be force damage.
All right.
And it is also a magical longsword, but
Okay. Cool.
so that's 9 plus 1d8 if I can find the macro for it. In thing. And I will also mark it
Spaces
as
for Adam in the chat. Sorry, carry on.
and I will also mark it as favored foe with
Okay.
when I hit it.
Yep.
So I can roll that easy. That's 9, 15. See if I can't find the. God damn it! Doesn't have a macro for it. All right. Give me a second. Roll that d8.
I would say at this point you all know this is a baby.
Yeah. 21 force
Alright.
damage on the first hit. Second hit.
Cool.
This is just basic. It is magical. Basic magical longsword swing. 17.
17 hits.
Alright, and that is a lot less damage, sadly. 14. Max damage both times I swung at this thing with a basic.
Cool. All good.
That's turn.
It's not its turn. And you're right there. So,
Yeah.
it's gonna do some things to you.
What, it doesn't want to hit the water elemental or the wool swimming around it?
No, it wants to hit the thing that just shoved pointy things into it. It is going to make a bit vague. Oh, I see. Okay. It's gonna bite you. It's gonna start out by biting you with its big kraken beak.
Yep.
That is a dirty 20.
Hits. Oh, wait, disadvantage from the Cloak of Displacement.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, helpful.
That's a nat 20. So,
Oh.
yes, you got the other one. Alrighty.
I think it was disadvantage.
Yeah.
That definitely hits.
So, that is... Ooh, almost max damage. That is 30 points of piercing damage.
Ma'am.
I rolled really high on the damage. As this beak just, like,
What type
digs
of damage
into
is
your
it?
arm.
Is it just, like,
Piercing.
Okay.
Yeah. You're a medium creature, right?
I am a medium creature. Do I get eaten?
It swallows you. You will watch as this beak just whoop, around Haydn, and he is swallowed. Cool.
We need to get this thing out of the water.
There is no save. If it hits, it swallows you.
No.
Cool. Congrats. Then it's going to use its other action to hit one of the wolves with a tentacle, I guess. $17?
On me?
No, on your wolf. You're safe from its tentacles. You're in its belly. Ardbeg, does 17 hit your wolf?
Yes, their armor class is 13.
Cool. Maybe I will kill you after all. Oh, wow. That's 15 plus 22 points of damage on a wolf.
That's enough to kill it twice.
I assume that wolf is gone. Bye-bye, wolfie.
Bye, sluggy doggy.
And it's gonna shout telepathically in all your heads, "Just leave me alone!" It sounds super petulant.
We're way past that, pal. Way
No,
past leaving you alone.
Jax, just so you know,
Maybe.
the
Just
next
maybe.
roll Adam can roll. Does someone
Woo!
just resumed Adam roll?
Yeah,
Cool. Adam's rolling the next one, and I have Twitch inspiration.
from the belly, Haydn will go, spit me out and we can talk.
It, however, has no more actions. So, Breuvial. It has swallowed Haydn and asked you to leave it alone. And you now know it's a baby because Haydn told you that before he jumped into the water and attacked it twice with the sword.
I implied it was a baby. I implied it wasn't fully grown.
You said it was, and I
It's a
quote,
baby.
a baby kraken. Those were the words you used. Breuvial. How's your moral dilemmas going right now?
Not great, Jax. Okay,
So
I'm
happy.
going.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Can I talk to it? If it's talk to me, can I?
Sure, yes, you can. If you respond telepathically, it can hear you. It speaks
Okay, I'm
telepathy.
Try to telepathically say, we want to send you somewhere with better food and a place you will be super happy. We don't want to hurt you. You're hurting us, so we're defending ourselves.
Oh.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage because of the hook.
I didn't do the whole.
Or a deception check if you're lying.
I'm
And
not
then persuasion.
lying.
Then persuasion.
This guy up here.
Which one?
Ardbeg.
Yeah, you were pointing off into the ether.
On my screen, it's Ardbeg.
Hey, threw me under the bus.
Cool. That's
And
a
now
5.
Haydn, because he knows how
That's a
nasty
5.
can be.
Are you sure it has to be a disadvantage though? Because
That's
it could be an
fair.
18.
No, because there's a hook in its mouth that,
Okay.
that as far as it's concerned, started this.
Well, take the hook out.
Just fucking hit it.
It's a goddamn baby.
It doesn't even respond, it's just like making angry noises in your head.
Okay, I'm gonna cast web
Okay?
at it. It has to be a dex save of 14.
That's a 19 on the die.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Oh wait, Adam was meant to roll. He can roll instead. I will allow him to roll instead, because he should have.
Roll well anyway.
We'll see. If he's there. He may have gotten sidetracked.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if he's there to roll. 19.
19.
Okay, yeah, okay. So nothing
The
happens.
fates have spoken.
Okay. Okay, then I guess I'm just gonna have the Samsons do a little munch. And I'm telepathically thinking, I don't want to do this. Please let us help you.
Hey, you're in the
And
same
they're
boat Artor was just last round.
It's gonna be two little munchy points from the
Okay.
Samsons. That's all I can do because I didn't hit it or anything. So
Okay. That's your turn.
that's my turn.
Artor.
Saw it eat Haydn.
You did. Did you miss?
Bonus
Hated is
action.
eaten. It's a baby kraken.
Message
Yep.
to the Kraken. A lot has happened. We are both reacting to each other. Let us help you. to get somewhere safe. Some pain may be needed.
It will respond. Oh, make a persuasion check, just because.
That is a natural 20 for 24.
Oh, okay. It will say, okay, I'll stop if you stop.
Give us our friend.
That's not an answer. He said some pain would be needed.
Why is pain needed?
To get it up on land, so we may transport it.
It didn't understand that. Well, okay, let me roll for it. It's a small thing. That's a natural 2. So it didn't understand what you meant. It just was like, I'll stop if you stop. What are you doing?
Oh my god.
Why does Haydn have to be in its stomach? He has some
get
insight
dumped in the
into
water.
why he wants to kill this thing.
You
You are currently being digested.
Which I have a thing to do
Action.
with that.
message.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get you on land so we can transport you, and you need to spit up our friend.
Says, I can get up by myself. It says nothing about your friend. You ever had a conversation with a child? They can only focus on one thing at a time.
Out loud, just real quick. Trust me. Stop for just a moment, please. And Artor will drop the rope.
Okay. Okay. JeanLuc.
Oh man. Nope. That was a natural 1 on Do I Listen. Shit.
How thematically appropriate.
Darling, this thing ate one of us. We're not playing nice anymore. And I will just point at it and I will send a first level guiding bolt at it. Oh no. There's a 25 here.
Yes.
Oh, I apparently want this thing dead. 10, 15, 16 points of radiant damage. And it's glowing.
All over again.
Oh.
Alright,
And
and
it's
it's
just
glowing.
glowing this color that is the same color as my hair. And as a bonus action, I'm again gonna toll the dead on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, wisdom save if you could, please. And I'll roll the d12s just in case.
No, dirty 20.
Cool. Nothing happens. Cool. That is JeanLuc's turn. Their water elemental is already up in its business, so it's just going to take 2 slam attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. The first one hits. That is a 21. The second one is only a 16.
16 just hits.
Okay, where did my d8s go? There they are. The first one, oh no, is 18 points of bludgeoning damage. And the second one is another 18 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool. That's your turn?
Does it by chance throw up?
Oh, what was that in total? 18,
30.
18.
36 from the water elemental.
It does. So Haydn comes spewing out of this thing as it throws him up, covered in disgusting cephalopod stomach acids and goop. Fortunately, you're in the water.
Yeah. I'm a little disappointed because I have absorb elements, so the acid would have let me hit it with acid, but
yeah, it's starting to look quite hurt and very confused because it's getting extremely mixed messages.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a thing. Cool. Vini.
Vini is very conflicted. Vini is going to He's gonna hold his attack for if the Kraken attacks.
Okay.
Because he heard Artor say wait, even though he just saw JeanLuc attack. He's gonna try and hold to see if there's some other plan that he's unaware of.
Okay.
I'm assuming Haydn didn't hear any of the commotion outside.
Haydn wouldn't have heard it because you were inside his stomach. Vini, what are you holding?
I am going to hold Eldritch Blast.
Okay. Do you want to do anything else?
Can I do anything else? The great question. Yeah, you know what? He's gonna take the potion of force resistance just because.
Cool. Alright. Ardbeg.
I am also conflicted. Do I listen to Artor or not? I am just gonna take my buddy's advice and hold all actions, but my wolves will still be attacking because they are angry.
Okay.
And I don't, and I don't order them to stop attacking, basically.
Yep. Alright.
So 16 hits, eh?
Yep.
So he's been hit by 2 of them and takes 18 points of damage. Bitey. I'm just basically waiting to see how this plays out. Being very patient.
You are. Good job. Haydn.
Haydn heard none of that and got eaten by it.
Yeah.
Haydn's going to slashy. Bonus action planar warrior. Try and smack it. 26 to hit.
Yes.
That is 13, 18. 22 force on the first hit, and hit it again. 18
to hit. Or damage.
Right.
Oh yes, 18 hits.
7 slashing. Magical slashing.
Changes it. Thank you. Cool. Are you moving? Or are you staying there?
Go there. But otherwise, yeah, he's just staying.
Alright. I am gonna roll to see if the Kraken trusts Artor. It wasn't at 20 on the persuasion, so I'm gonna roll with advantage. That was a natural 1 and a 7. Where's the make Adam roll thing now? Oh, that still puts it... Okay. This creature is going to use its tentacles on the bridge to pull itself up.
I'm going to reaction attack of opportunity.
Yeah, and your wolves can too if they want to. And the Elemental. And the Samsons.
Oh, I did order
Samsons
it too.
don't.
Isn't the elemental
Sam-
still in the range?
Well, it is under the bridge, so... Oh, I suppose it is technically still, and so are the 2 wolves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wolves. Attack of opportunity. The Samsons have stopped?
They're not.
Samsons are, I believe, a thing that can only do on Brew's turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're
just
just
based
like
on the wording.
the
Alright.
extra thing for me.
Alright, so Haydn
19.
hits.
8 magical slashing.
How about your wolves, Ardbeg?
What's that? Sorry, I was. What
5
hits?
of your wolves get an attack of opportunity if you want.
Oh, fantastic. Sorry, I wasn't expecting to have a turn so quickly, and it wasn't realistic.
Not
I
that
mean,
you're
at least he's
invested in the
honest.
story, Will.
One hit for.
Yep.
10 points of bitey bitey.
Alright. It is going to come up, and then it's going to look at you, Artor,
Yes, it's on the bridge, it's on the bridge, it's going
and
to
it's
die.
gonna say, it's like, the tentacles are like wrapped around the bridge bits and whatever, and it's gonna say, but your friends are still hurting me. And it's gonna hold its action until after Artor's turn, at which point it's going to tentacally attack anyone within reach, depending on what happens with Artor's turn. If it still feels threatened, it's going to attack. Breuvial,
Hmm.
it's your turn.
Hmm.
What would you like to do?
I'm going to try and cast sleep on it.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
So you need to roll whatever it tells you to roll and hope that
5d.
the number you get is more than the hit points it has left.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Is it at 16 or less hit points?
Did you say 16?
Uh-huh.
Damn.
It does not go to sleep. It does not. That was an excellent idea, but it does not go to sleep.
Didn't roll great on that. Okay, that's all I'm doing.
Which brings us, are your Samsons attacking?
No, I tell them if they attack,
Okay,
but
Artor.
I'm not telling them to.
you are up.
Okay. So, Artor is going to step over the rope
Mm-hmm.
into its space there,
Mm-hmm.
and bonus action message, because he doesn't understand if he can think to it yet, so he's just going to send a message. They continue to fight.
Make an intelligence roll.
Okay, maybe he does. That is an 18.
I would say at this point you've figured out that this creature communicates telepathically, and therefore if it's made some kind of telepathic connection with someone, it can
Okay.
receive telepathic messages as well.
Okay, so he's going to think at it then. They continue to fight because they don't understand what's happening, because all of the thoughts have only been in our head. As my bonus action, maybe? I would like to try to remove the hook.
Okay. Make a. I want to say animal handling check, because this is like trying to get a trap off an angry, wounded creature.
Yep, that's okay. I have it.
Although, I tell you what, make a persuasion check first.
Okay. All right. Sure. I'm good at those.
Mhm.
All right. That is a 21.
All right. Are you explaining to it that that's what you're doing?
As I'm reaching down, I'll just kind of be muttering, just gonna remove the hook as a sign
Okay.
of faith.
In that case, make a dexterity check.
Okay.
Unless you want to make an argument for something else.
No, I don't think there's any argument I can try to make.
Okay.
Okay, that's that 19.
I would say you managed to get the hook out of its mouth.
Okay.
It hurts it, but it has understood that you're trying to help at this point, so it allows you to do it without biting you.
Continuing to think to it. Actually, no, I'm just with the 19 intelligence roll. Do I have enough information to maybe think it can understand me talking, or can it only understand thought?
I don't think you have any reason to know enough about krakens to know what.
No,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
so. I'm going to both speak out loud and think.
Yep. Okay. Fair.
You know, kind of that thinking what I'm saying as it's coming off
Yep.
my tongue. I am now going to attempt to pick you up because you are a child. You are young. We don't want to harm the young, and we want to
It's
get
still
you
a
somewhere
huge
safe.
creature.
Yes, but I have advantage on trying to carry big things.
Okay.
Because I am
Okay.
giant now.
Yep. All right. Make a strength check. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much they weigh. Does it tell me? Yes.
27.
Christ.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's
Okay.
I have advantage. Hang on. That was just straight roll. 28, nat 20.
Jesus Christ.
Roll 20. Okay. You all watch as Artor leans in and wraps his arms around the body of this enormous baby and lifts it off the ground. And the tentacles like wrap around him, but it's not in a threatening way. It's in like a child holding onto someone. And Artor is now holding this baby kraken in his arms.
What the fuck you doing?
Which
I'm
point,
Will exclaim.
Breuvial, unless we want to fall out of combat, is anyone going to continue to attack at this point?
Haydn very well might if Artor can't make a very convincing argument as to why we should save this thing. Haydn's gonna say, "What the hell are you doing? Do you know what krakens do? Even if it's
I've
a baby
seen-
now, it'll grow up."
I've seen, and do you know what untaught children do? It's lashing out like a child. It has obvious intelligence, it can be taught, and you know what?
Are you gonna teach it?
Yes?
Fuck it, sure!
Are we out enough of initiative?
I'm gonna
that
say
they
we're
can
going
say
to
something?
drop initiative for you to have this discussion,
Okay.
and if we
Vinny's
go back
going to-
into it, we'll pick up where we left off.
Then he's gonna say to Haydn, even though things can be dangerous, everything has its place in this world.
JeanLuc will cross over to Haydn too, and in a little more serious voice than you've probably heard him say, "Darling, children are children and only grow up to be evil if they are trained to do so. No matter what the species, nothing is inherently evil, nothing is inherently bad. If we can teach a kraken like this to be a good creature, perhaps it will, who knows, be a
What
friend."
if? What if?
Everyone send a message to the lady.
What if we take it home? We've got a big lake. We can teach it how to be a good kraken.
I am not bringing... I'm
Please
not bringing
hold.
this thing home without knowing that the lady's okay with this.
How are we supposed to know?
No.
Does anyone
I
have
didn't-
sending?
I did not prepare that today.
Unless anyone's willing to teach it to be good,
Yes, I will.
it's gonna grow
Here.
up. Okay. Then you're gonna need to take it back. Or
We'll
stay
teach it
here.
to be a nice little kraken. Happy little bud who, instead of eating people, helps people.
Why I didn't see this coming. I should have seen this coming. I thought they'll either kill or they'll relocate. I didn't think they're going to take it home and have a pet baby kraken.
Damn it, child.
But I should have. I should have.
Mhm.
Artor, darling, what is it you are thinking about
Okay.
right now? You have this look of consternation like you have a plan. What is it?
I don't have a plan, but it's a child.
The child that, unless you raise it, is gonna grow up thinking humans are food and take down ships.
Okay, well, hey, guess what? You know what? Ardbeg just murdered a deer. We all ate and thought was delicious. That's the fucking circle of life, bud. I mean, you
Everything's
murder a
on the
kid.
food chain.
No, well, a human. No, I'm with you on that one there, Haydn. But it still can be taught. It can still be fed.
I think we should just take it home. Wouldn't the lady love to have a kraken on her team?
I don't
We
hate
can
it.
teach it. We can teach it to only attack people the lady hates.
Telepathically, I will think to it. You were small. Now you are less small. What would you think of going somewhere else where you could grow larger? But your diet and actions would have to change.
Tunnels are getting too tight. I can't move like I used to.
Buddy.
So, somewhere bigger would be better.
How big's the
I-
lake?
It's
Well-
pretty big.
Also,
It's-
the lady can just make things happen.
hey guys,
as
we've
a
got a big
recent event,
ritual.
that might not be a great idea to ask her
Well,
to
it's-
overextend herself.
It is attached
Okay,
to
but-
Zook now, not her.
Can
Yeah.
the kraken
Even
can
so, probably
anything
not the
that
best
comes
idea.
in during the ritual, the kraken can murder for us. Who doesn't want a freaking kraken on our team?
Continues to Artor and it says, I only eat people because that's what's here.
There.
With what
It's
Bruce
my
said,
diet-
Hayden's just
I-
gonna give her a
Bruce
look.
said from the beginning.
I would way rather have fish and chips every night for dinner. It's a child. Of course it says fish and chips, it's talking fish.
Sure. Let's
know,
give it
but-
fucking whale. Great. I'm here for it. Let's take it home.
Archer would pass that along to the rest. It doesn't want to eat people. It wants fish. It wants normal food. That's not people.
I said it. I said it. I'm not saying I told you so. I'm not.
No, darling,
am
this
saying-
is exactly when you say I told you so. You
I'm
gloat
just-
at these times.
I'm not doing that. I'm just saying maybe like we just take it home and we can give it some big fish boys at home.
Come on, gloat just a little for me. It'll feel
I'm
good.
not gonna.
How are we
No.
going to
No shot
get
with.
big fish
Okay.
boys, though? We
I'd
don't
be-
exactly have.
Will speak up if.
Yeah.
I'm not sure we should be so quick to be taking a baby kraken back that's going to grow into a big kraken without the lady's permission. Why don't we set it free in the ocean?
My only concern with setting it free in the ocean is Haydn's concerns.
It just said it doesn't want to eat people.
The
Eats
mission
people
was
for
to
people here.
neutralize the danger for the people of Travorno if it's in the ocean. and we tell it to swim away and find somewhere else to live. We've completed our mission at no danger to the lady's realm.
It's a good
And
point.
Ardbeg will not say anything more, but he will pace with his longsword, ready to fuck the fucking Kraken up if it does anything else. Because he's real not on board with taking it back. But he won't say
Thought
anything.
in your head, you hear the ocean. That's the big water.
Yes,
I
that's the
think-
big water.
That's where I came from.
So
I
it,
came here when I was little, and then I got too big to go back.
So, the big water is, we're going to presume, the ocean. It came probably up the locks when it was smaller, got too big, and got stuck.
Let's take it back then. Don't have to take it
Back
home.
to the ocean.
Let's take it to the ocean.
Back to the ocean.
Don't need to kill it. Don't need to kill it.
Back to the ocean.
Let's go back to the ocean then.
JeanLuc,
Make it
Jean-Luc,
Make it promise to never come back here or eat people again.
Artor will do the same thing. He thinks and speaks at the same time.
Yes,
What's
bro.
your name? Do you have a name?
Name? I don't
What do
think
you
so.
What do you call yourself?
Me?
Me. Well, I will name you Me. Anytime someone...
Petros.
What?
Name him Petros instead.
We will call you Me. Again, Artor thinking and talking at the same time. Me, I would like you to say to everyone here that you will return to the ocean when we take you there. You will stay in the ocean, and you will not eat people or the bipedal type ever again.
You all hear in your voice, in your head, sorry. I don't want to come back here. It's too small. The tunnels are too small. I can't. I used to be able to get everywhere, and now I almost get stuck. It's bad. And eating people, it kind of sighs, and it is the sigh of a child that has eaten too many Brussels sprouts. And it goes, I am very tired of eating people, and I would rather just eat fish. I will promise not to eat people. Unless I'm in a place where there's no alternative. It
Seems
doesn't
fair
say
to me.
alternative. It's a child, but
Yep.
no other option.
Nothing,
Nothing.
unless there's nothing.
Nothing, yeah.
So releasing him into the ocean, that should be. Shouldn't
Can,
that be a
I-
problem?
could you... could it roll a persuasion?
Sure.
You know, with
I think-
Artor's...
With
thing at
advantage from
advantage,
Artor's
Yeah,
aid?
With advantage from Artor's aid. Alright.
Bro,
Oh.
we can't hear ya.
Artor and Brew.
What is persuasion based on? Charisma, right?
Charisma, yeah.
13.
Hello?
There you go.
I mean, you
Enough for
you can-
Haydn to not try and kill it on the spot.
Can I, Jean-Luc?
Oui.
Jean-Luc. So we were kind of assholes to this child. Would you be able to maybe heal it a little bit before we put it back in the ocean, just so it
It's a child that was eating people.
I
The
Hayden,
child
I-
part is why I'm not
Hayden, I
gunning
didn't-
it as we
I
speak.
didn't ask you, Haydn, but thank you for your opinion.
School teacher voice.
I will heal it when we get to the ocean. I just,
Great. I just think maybe that's great. That's great. That's cool. Thank you.
Artor has probably begun to shrunk at this point, and he'll grow back up as soon as he feels it wear off.
Yep.
So there's another giant's might.
Yep.
And he is going to make a thing to start heading towards the ocean, trying to carry
Alright.
it.
Okay. You are now
Now-
going to carry this Kraken 5 blocks.
He
To
is
the
going
beach.
to be going as fast as possible because his giant's might only lasts for 1 minute.
Oh. Okay.
So he is going to
Technically,
like
I believe the
haul past.
Stamptons can help at least a bit because they can push a creature for their
They
thing.
can carry things.
Yeah, they're pretty
Yeah, just
beefy. They
like-
carried Artor.
Hold on. There's this like cart on the other side of the bridge. Could we just throw the Kraken on the cart and just like wheel the cart over?
There is
Would the
two.
Kraken
Look
be
at that.
okay with that?
Is the cart big enough and sturdy enough?
I mean, it's a cephalopod, so it can fit into fairly small. Have you ever seen an octopus get in a jar?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, but is
Exactly.
the cart strong
it-
enough to
or-
maintain the weight?
Can it just walk itself over there?
it can, but it's
Or we
slow.
can just. Okay.
It does have an on-land speed, so it can like
Okay.
just octopus walk itself.
Let's try the cart. And Artor can
Alright.
do some dashing, run over there, dump it
So
in.
you're just gonna take this cart you found next to the bridge. Is
Yep.
that what's happening?
Borrow for a moment.
We'll bring it back.
Alright. Okay, so you put the baby Kraken, Artor puts the baby Kraken on the cart, and
As we if we start to take the wagon, Artor's just gonna. Does it look like there's anything nearby that would determine who this belonged to?
it's like a shop there. It's like a
There's a
general
shop
store
there?
kind of shop. Yep.
Okay, he's just gonna set a sack of gold coins
Okay.
kind of nearby where it was. It's 50 gold coins.
Alright, cool. Alright, so you all load this Kraken, baby Kraken, into a cart, and you proceed to pull the cart, I assume,
Yeah.
down the road, along the canal, to the beach.
And as we're pulling,
For 5
Artor's just gonna
blocks.
keep talking out loud and thinking, communicating, We're just we
As
need
you're
to
moving along, people do come
Yeah.
out and look, and there's
Yeah.
a lot of shocked faces and surprising.
Yeah, Hayden's gonna be walking 60 feet ahead, trying to clear the way of pedestrians.
There aren't that many people because by now it's late at night, I would say. So because you waited until, so there are a few people around, but it's not crowded.
I will use
But you-
the water elemental's whelm feature to actually help it stay wet. Since
Hydrated.
yeah,
Okay.
the
Cool.
reverse of what it's supposed to do.
I will allow it because of rule of cool. And you eventually come to the beach, and you can't get the cart onto the beach because it is sandy. So what are you doing?
Honestly, at the rate that Artor's at, he's just gonna try to force it and try to just keep dragging it and think out loud and talk out loud to encourage the Kraken to use its tentacles to try to help pull the wagon along so we can get it into the water.
The tentacle taps you on the shoulder, and it's in your head. You hear, "I got it from here," and it hops off, and you watch it as it does the octopus crawl across the sand, pops
I
in the
heal
water.
it.
You heal it.
I heal it.
Yeah, you
Okay.
do. Who's gonna think at it? I'm sorry for hurting you.
Cure wounds. I will do a 3rd level cure wounds. From it. Dice. How do dice work? Ooh, nice! 11, 16 plus 4. 20 points of healing.
Awesome. The creature stops, and it plops down in the waves and does a little splishy splash with its tentacles, and then it kind of cocks its head over and sort of rotates a bit and looks at you all, and it goes, "This big water is nice. Thank you." And then into the water, and it's gone.
What, darling?
Just for S and G's. Gonna go over to where it went and see if it left anything behind.
Make an investigation check.
Just for S and G's. I'm going to use my Twitch inspiration. Come on, high roll. Okay, 19 for 20.
I was also thinking we could go back and see if he had like a little nest underneath
That
the
too.
bridge.
I want to do that too.
Because we have water breathing, so we could theoretically go down there.
Alright. I'm gonna say he did not leave anything on the road, in the sand. We're already at the 3-hour mark, so we're not gonna do a whole, loot the thing. But I will say that if you go back, you will find a tunnel under the bridge that will lead you into the sewers. And I'm assuming, do you want to go into the sewers?
Yeah, I want to find
Yeah.
where it's nesting.
Yeah.
Me too.
Okay. Can I get you all to make an investigation roll, please?
Aha.
To use the inspiration from the Twitch.
Yeah, I'll use Twitch
Ooh,
inspiration.
good
Why
shot.
not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh, 20.
23.
23 for Ardbeg,
20.
13
My
for
natural
Haydn,
20 is a 20.
20 for JeanLuc. Artor, what you get?
One final nat 20 for 21.
Wow, nice.
Oh.
Who have I left out? Vini
20. But not natural.
and Brew.
15.
15. We will say that you spend some time wandering through the sewers. You closely manage to avoid some of the other denizens of the sewers that were also living there, that were all on the map you didn't bother to go to.
I liked Ardbeg's idea. Bring this thing to us.
Eventually find the Kraken's nest, and in it you find some bits and pieces of things that may have belonged to the people that the guy had been eating. Ardbeg, well, let's just do this. What's the average there? You find between you 300 gold coins,
50
some
each.
gems, to the tune of about 300 gems. Not 300 gems, 300 gold worth of gems. You find a mall,
What?
the kind you hit things with, not the kind full of shops. M-A-U-L,
A
mall.
mall.
You find a strange pot. Kind of looks like a plant pot. And you also find a box that has a collection of Travorno souvenir spoons, because there's now a collection of souvenir spoons hidden on every mission.
Can we get some shot glasses?
Yeah.
in that
Haydn will look around for any personal effects of anyone. Pictures, lockets, jewelry, that kind of.
You find a really interesting looking ceremonial dagger. But nothing like pictures or anything like that.
Yeah,
no.
nothing. Basically, nothing identifiable as like, oh, hey, this is a person's heirloom, or this is something to identify a person.
Not really, no, not except for like the items obviously belong to someone at some point. But yeah. And I would
I was
say
looking
with
more
Kyle's
for trinkets to be like, here's a locket
Yes,
that belongs
here's
to
your
your family member
your
who is
family's
Kuhn.
thing. Yeah, no, not really. I mean, there are various bits and pieces, but nothing that is clearly specifically somebody's, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You also find a candle that seems really not wet at all, which is weird, all things considered.
Yeah. Well.
And I'm going to say you don't run into anyone else in the sewers because time is a thing. And it's
Sounds
already
good,
past the time we aim for.
Well,
With that, should we go
If
home?
there's nothing else?
Well, we should probably hold on one moment. And right before I would go and buy like 10 gold worth of scones.
Buying a bunch of scones. You all come out of the sewers smelling disgusting and awful, and you go
Just
into the
means
really
scones are gonna
nice
be super
cafe.
Because they're
And
trying to
you
get
get
rid of us so quickly.
A basket full of scones. She throws in a few extra because you dealt with the monster.
That's like 100 scones, because it was like 1 silver piece.
It's like several baskets. She gives each of you a basket of baked goods to take home with you. Because she's very grateful, and you have done her business a great service today.
If y'all are okay with it, Artor's going to carry them all.
Saladino also is still hanging around, and he comes and he thanks you from a safe distance because you all smell now. And he tells you that any of you ever come to Travorno again, you will basically have the keys to the city, and he will show you around, and you will be given the best treatment by the city because you have done the city such
you
a great
just got
service
JeanLuc.
today. Yep, I saw that face.
An
JeanLuc
actual vacation.
Will Wonder Woman again and go back to Rainbow Caftan, and he will put on his new hat.
Excellent.
And he's just ready to go back.
Right. Then we will say Lady Bellatrix.
Bellatrix.
As you say it, you see Saladino's eyes widen as he realizes who you're working for. And you all disappear. And you appear in the throne room, and the lady goes, "Oh, adventurers." She sort of waves her hand, and you all stop smelling horrible. And she goes, "There, that's better. I take it you had to descend beneath the city to deal with this problem."
Actually, no. We went
Wait.
in pursuit of loot.
Oh,
I carried a kraken today.
oh, it
Yeah,
was a kraken? It didn't seem big enough to be a kraken.
A juvenile.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
We
So
let
did
it
you kill
out
it?
into the ocean.
No.
We let it out into the ocean.
Oh, well, that was nice of you.
With
That was probably a better way to go.
with a promise
I
that
agree.
from it that it wouldn't eat people.
Well, it sounds like you did excellent work.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say, if you weren't already, keep your ear to the ground. I was fine with the plan, but skeptical, and it would ease my mind a little just to know that if something happens, it'll be dealt with.
I assure you, dear, my ear is always to all of the ground.
Thank you.
We
Brew
brought
is
back
just
some goods. As
That's a
previous
lot of
times.
baking. I take it you found cider.
We did.
Wonderful. And I just start eating a scone.
I do mean items, the small couple other things. As with previous times, would you, Zook or Gur, mind looking them over so we don't
I'm
have
sure
a
if you
repeat
deliver
of the
them-
ghosts?
Deliver them to Zook. He can take care of that. There's no need for that to go through me anymore. Now that he's
Very well.
here, he can handle it.
Are the
It's
rest of you
it's
okay with me
faithful.
delivering them to Zook?
Yeah.
yes, please.
I think we've learned our lesson from the Ardbeg incident. To let items get identified before.
Yes,
Give you
I'm
any
kind
of those-
glad.
Lovely hazelnut slices she makes. Oh,
And
may I have one, please? I haven't had one in the longest time, and they are the best.
I dig through and find like the largest one and offer it to her.
She takes it from you. Thank you so much.
Fair toss.
Well, it sounds like this was a very successful mission. You came back with baked goods and items, and you didn't have to kill the baby. Wonderful. Good work. As always, you will be rewarded with, the usual stuff. I'm very pleased. Thank you.
I was just gonna
You
go
wanna-
around and high five everyone that didn't want to kill it.
Hayden does not get a high
Everyone, we
five.
all
Yeah, I was about to
successfully didn't
say-
kill it.
I don't get a high five either. He's
Ardbeg and Haydn do not get high fives; they get looks, but it's okay.
I mean, they
I
both
love you
stopped when they
guys.
finally got to hear Artor talk,
Eventually,
so they listened.
Sure.
it's
Mhm.
Ardbeg will ask the lady,
Yes.
I went along with my colleagues' plans, but just for clarification, if that thing goes back and starts attacking the people of Travorno again, will you be holding us responsible?
No. It sounds like it didn't want to be there.
Very well, then. I have nothing more to say.
That's a very valid point.
I do prefer that creatures be where they belong. So
I am batter and deep fried.
I think even Jobin
You
could
know
not
what?
eat an entire kraken by himself.
Oh, I don't know, lady. He out ate Gimir. I think he very well might.
Perhaps. Let's not test him. He may be very, very sick. Perhaps he's allergic to calamari. Some people are.
Well, I'm gonna go find Zook.
Excellent. Well, good work, everyone.
Thank you, darling. Yes.
And she starts eating her hazelnut slice thingy. And just like, oh my god, this is so good. All right.
Where's that? Reliefs.
You all depart the throne room. Very successful mission. Well done, everyone. Haydn's not so sure. Neither's Ardbeg. But
Yeah, no, he still doesn't like it, but he trusts the judgment of his companions.
fair enough. Thank you all for coming along on this adventure with me and for letting me torture you with my baby kraken. And apparently giving you a shopping episode, which is great. Next week we're taking the week off because next Saturday is my birthday.
Happy birthday!
So we will be skipping next week so that I can just be a birthday girl and be spoiled by my boys. And then we will be back the following week with Liming Dosa, which involves an evil book and some monks. So that should be fun. And join us tomorrow, where we're going to do our Birds of a Feather Barbarian game. 6 barbarians. It should be great fun. So same time, same place tomorrow. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here and part of this crazy, beautiful thing that we seem to have made. We love you all a lot. We will see you tomorrow.
Au revoir.